What's up, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to everybody who is here. What's up, Hart? How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, man. Okay, so first things first, everybody. Apologies for the 3-minute and change of tardiness on our part.
That was my fault, probably, right? Or is it your fault?
Hart and I were chatting for 5.5 hours until about 5 hours-ish ago. And
that was it. That's all it was.
Yeah. I only by the grace of my lovely wife am here today because I was sleeping. My alarm went off. I'd never heard it. And she hadn't left the house yet and thought, yeah, I think it's time you wake up. And she woke me up like 25 minutes ago. So just 10 minutes before I was supposed to meet Hart here, 15 minutes early. So
yeah.
So I'm my brain feels like it's scrambled. I only just got this. Look at that. So good you'll want a second cup.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's it. But as bad as I feel today, Hart is even worse off. Hart had like just under 3 hours of sleep because he had to go take his wife to the airport. So he's feeling worse. We're both feeling like whatever. It is what it is. We will try and
soldier on.
Soldier on. Thank you. I can't even think. I can't even.
That's okay. I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
But let us check who has.
Karen's here.
Why don't we? Marcus was the first guy. Hart looks like he's holding a sign next to a windowless van.
Oh yeah, It's got furry carpet inside of it.
Mr. Red Jack, good afternoon to you. Good to see you, sir. What is this strange light coming in through my bedroom window? The light, it burns, it burns. Good to see you, my friend, especially on such a different day. This means you don't work. Are you working at night tonight? Is that how that's working? So this is what you daytime people do. Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
The Rickster, good morning to you. Thank you, and thank you, Marcus, both of you, and the rest of you West Coasters, especially to you, Hart, for being here so early in the morning. We appreciate it for sure. And this is definitely not something we're used to, and I do believe it's my first show at this time since my first show ever, my first sales show I did with Kovi, I think. I can't remember, but so definitely not used to it. I didn't score anything. You know what? I did score yesterday. Not that the scoring happened yesterday, but the arrival of the score happened yesterday. For some more Grummett goodiness.
Oh wow!
Yeah, the floodgates opened again. I'm so happy.
Your addiction continues, huh?
Addiction continues, unfortunately, but fortunately, in a sense, yeah. I don't know how to, whatever, but yeah. So it's it was still fun. Very happy for that. So that's good. Neil McAhone, what the heck? A morning stream. Ruben must be drinking.
Hey, Neil.
What's up, Neil? Just the coffee. That's the only thing.
My message to Neil: bye. Take advantage of our sleepiness. We're weary.
Exactly. Yeah. As we slowly let the early risers trickle in here, Yes,
exactly.
Tariq, what's up, buddy? Been a while. Good to see you. Yes, indeed. Happy Saturday. Oh, look what? Look at that.
Who's there?
She's there to work. She woke me up in time to not miss the show. Went out with Arwen, and from somewhere on her way to wherever the hell she's going, she's probably in the subway right now. She posted this.
Oh yeah, that's right. I responded just now. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Well, that's your wife for you. She takes care of you. Remember that.
She does. Thank you, Vivian. And look at this. Oh, look at that. Another early riser. What's up, Karen? Hi, how are you?
Hey, Karen.
No sleep till. Dun, dun. Claim show. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Rick. Oh, what is
Morning,
up?
Rick.
Oh, good to see you, sir. And who else we got here? Maki Poo Poo on my coast. My coast, the right coast.
Is that it? Now it's coast to coast.
Well, as opposed to the left coast.
Okay.
The right coast.
Okay.
Right coast, left coast. That's what do you think? You think I was going to be? Oh,
I don't know. We're punchy in the morning. Come on.
You're on the wrong coast. No, I would never say that.
Well, sometimes I feel like I'm on the wrong coast, but that's how the wind blows sometimes.
Yeah, no. I love the West Coast. I've been there in forever, but I love it. Why do you always ask that? There's no real reason why you would expect Hart to have a Mannix piece. He's that
no Mannix.
He's a long-time commission collector, but he hasn't been very active of late. So yeah.
Marcus, it's all those bad commissions that I experienced that put me off. So Mannix probably wouldn't be in my wheelhouse.
There you go. Yeah. What's up, Scotty? Good to see you. And are you saying scored Grummet gummies? No, goodies.
I don't know Haribo gummies. What is he talking about? I wonder.
I don't know anything what he's talking about. Let's stay away from the gummy talk. There's no gummies here. We don't want YouTube to shut down the stream while it's streaming.
Right.
Saturday morning is a good time for OA. Is it really? Not for me. And certainly not for Hart. CJ, what's up? We'll be in and out. No worries.
Hey, CJ.
See you, my friend.
Oh, I forgot to say hello to Rick Welsh. So sorry, Rick.
There you
go. And Mr. Red Jack.
There you go. Everybody's saying hi to each other. Okay, excellent. And congratulations, by the way, Neil, on scoring yourself your Godzilla piece. Yes.
Ooh, a Godzilla piece.
Yeah, I love the way. I don't know what it is about people who come to the chat room of my shows. They always love to throw out that I picked up this artist thing, and it's like, yeah, how about letting us know what you picked up from that artist? Like, really, you want to think we're gonna get excited, but we don't even know what the hell it is? How about telling us details, man? The deets, baby. We gotta give us the deets.
Well, it's semi-boasting, right? We got a little bit of boasting, but they'll leave a little air of mystery to the whole thing, right?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Well,
TJ, what's up?
Give us our information that we need.
You didn't lose a day and a half, and just FYI, everybody who's listening, you will see us back here tomorrow night at the usual time for part 2 of the attempted sale of some of Hart's collection. So the usual time, 8:00 p.m. Eastern, 5:00 Pacific, Sunday night, tomorrow night.
I might have a pillow here, and I've just put my head down. It'll be okay.
I may still be working on this. Good.
If you haven't finished that by tomorrow, that's kind of bad.
Yeah, that's true.
A little bacteria here and there might be putting you away.
It'll be very bad. The Mannix always delivers. I'm glad to hear. Let's see. Once he's been a fixture in the hobby for 15 years, let's see if he's still delivering on his commission.
Yeah. Well,
that's always the question with artists,
But art is art. Collect what you like. Come on, everybody. We all are in this community for our love for art.
Jeffrey C. Hey guys, I just scored some green art from my local dealer. Happy 20th. Oh, today is the 20th. Yeah, I was thinking that was yesterday. Okay. Oh, so today we should be.
Yeah, well,
I feel like we already did that. That's how my brain feels so scrambled. It feels like that's what we've just been doing for the last few hours,
This is my green. That's about it. Starbucks does have a green logo, so I guess I'm part of it.
Look at that. Corey Rust is here. Just got home from some work. I'll be back in 30 minutes. No worries.
Okay. I'll see you in 30.
Catch you in 30. And TJ, dang aliens. What does Vivian and Arwen do typically on a Saturday morning? Typically, they're hanging around the house, to be honest. But sometimes they like to, go out together or whatever and walk around places. And, yeah. But luckily they were still here, and after my alarm had gone off, and so they could wake me up, because otherwise
they slapped you around and they left.
Otherwise, this would not be happening right now. You'd all be cursing me and wondering where the hell I am, and especially you, Hart. So,
well, I curse you every day. You know, that goes without saying. Every morning I wake up, I go, "Damn it, Ruben!" You know, it's nonstop. So you should feel your ears burning or something.
We were not talking all night about the tortured poets department. We were talking about you, Marcus. What else?
Yeah,
we could talk about for 5 hours other than Marcus. You know.
As I've been told, the chismosa was huge.
Southern Comic Geek, what's up, Jason? Good to see you. Look at that, Kenneth Bird made it. What's up, Kenneth? Good to see you.
Hey, Southern Comic and Kenneth.
And Marcus, okay, talking to Marcus, my green tambourine, and I promised to take Mika to Macy's after the show. Nice, good, awesome. That's nice of you. Awesome. Is that because? Oh, just Macy's, just to tour the store. I'm sure, right? It's not like there's a Macy's parade happening right now. I'm assuming.
No, there shouldn't be. I mean,
no, there's no reason for that. No,
it's not Thanksgiving, is it? Nope.
Not that I know of. Anyways, well, maybe Canadian Thanksgiving. It is different than you guys, but no, that's in October, so no, it can't be that either.
What is that like?
It's
Turkey?
the same. It's the same thing as you guys. Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I hate turkey, so I don't partake in Thanksgiving. So.
Yeah, I only discovered Thanksgiving turkey stuffing, I don't know, about 7-8 years ago. And wow, it was actually kind of delicious.
So you like bread, seasoned bread?
Yeah, seasoned bread. Yeah,
wet seasoned bread, I should say.
Yeah. Mushy. yeah. You'll be cursing us later? Good. Okay. I know you will.
Somebody does.
Oh, okay. So everybody, just in terms of rules, if you will, whatever you want to call it. There's no rules, whatever. It's, there's no rules. It's the same as usual, right? The first person to claim, on the slides, everything is numbered as by 01, by 02, by 03. So that's how I would like you to claim. Don't be writing the word claim. Don't just do that. Right? By 01 or by 02, by 0. Just do it that way, please. What else is there? Okay, just before anybody asks, so the way we're handling the payments, unfortunately, is there's for you guys, for some of you, it never seems to be an issue. Whatever, I'll still say unfortunately for some people. So it's not PayPal, sorry, okay? There could be exceptions, but if it happens, it'll be exceptional. Typically, what we're gonna do is anybody who does claim anything, I'm gonna invoice you guys through my website, right? So I'll send you an email with an invoice. The invoice has a button you click, it takes you to the website, and you're ready to check out there. So it's any major credit card. That's how it's gonna be done. The shipping, in case you're curious, is actually okay. So it's my shipping rates being shipped from the United States directly from Hart.
Yep.
And he's going to be using Masonite for the packaging.
Yep.
Okay. He just so you all know, anybody claiming tonight, so please listen carefully. And sorry, not tonight. This morning.
This morning, yeah.
Well, for some of you, it's tonight. Whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
For Asians and Europeans, it's tonight already. So anybody claiming today / tonight on this show, and also for tomorrow night's show, please be patient on the shipping. It may take a week or two, up to a week or two, before Hart can start shipping out, because he's not normally a seller of artwork, so he doesn't have a bunch of shipping materials at home.
That's true.
So he needs to see how many pieces he's going to sell. Then he's going to have to start, looking for available Masonite at his local Home Depots. And he says they don't always have the Masonite available, and you might have to order it online. So it takes time to come in, blah, blah, blah. And that's it. So please just understand he can't ship you right away. and be patient, and that's it. And he'll do it as quickly as possible.
Right, exactly. And I'll try to group them all together, and everybody should get a tracking number at that point. I'm gonna ship it U.S. priority mail, so it's all insured for a certain amount, and it's gonna take between 2 to 3 days, depending where you're at. Obviously, international, it will take a little bit longer because there's different times.
There you go. And Southern Comic Geek, you can definitely use children as payment, since especially you, only you though, because you can.
Oh yeah.
You can afford to spare a few. So yeah, I'll take them from you. That's
I could use somebody to make my bed every morning. It's usually looks like trash by the time I get out.
I don't want to put them to work as slaves. I just figured I'd use payment and traffic them in a sense,
Okay. Well, I had my kids make my bed for a while,
Okay. Yeah, no. I just figured I'd traffic his kids.
Oh.
Not for the bad stuff you're thinking, though. No. Traffic to some family who has trouble conceiving and would like to have
I see.
Child.
You're supporting the cause. I gotcha.
Supporting the cause.
Family.
Absolutely. And by the way, everybody, I just need to eat a little sugar with my coffee. To any of you Americans, hands up to those of you who are aware of what this is. Who knows what coffee crisp is?
Isn't it wafers between coffee, chocolate? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember actually having that somewhere. Where was I? It was in a English tea shop.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep, that's it. Yeah.
So
how does it? I think coffee has a little bit of coffee taste, but not much.
Yeah, it's a light coffee.
Yeah, it's a light coffee. Yeah.
Delicious.
Well, any sugar is good sugar, in my opinion.
Yeah, at this point.
So everybody have their sugar today, or their green, whatever.
I'm.
Oh well, let's see where we're going.
I'm watching on Rewind. Is this Rewind for you, Mike? Is that what you mean? Or will you be watching Rewind?
Which Mike? NSN. Come on, Mike. It's not that early for you. You're an early riser anyway.
You need him to hold it until I flip it on Calf Live so he can ship to my buyer.
Ah, okay.
Good plan. You're
okay. Marcus is already planning his steps of world OA domination. I like that. That's going to be the theme right now. World domination via Marcus.
Children are window dressing for your van, he says. That looks like an off-brand Kit Kat. Oh, Kit Kat's also delicious. Those are my two favorites, actually. Yeah. Kit Kat, Coffee Crisp. And it's not off-brand. It's an awesome, regular kick-ass brand. And I love these.
I'm mixed on Reese's. But do you have Kit Kat with coffee? Or you?
No. Although certain stores will have these fancy imported versions of Kit Kat from other countries. Yeah. So you'll have like green tea Kit Kat.
Yeah, I had that and it sucks.
I'm not into that. I just like the original, Yeah. It's like whatchamacallit. I remember those early 80s commercials from
whatchamacallit. Yeah. Yep.
I'm shocked that they still make that. I haven't seen it here in Canada, at least Montreal. I have not seen that since the early 80s.
No, the cafeteria I go to at work, they have whatchamacallit, or they used to until I bought all of them.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're addictive. So,
Okay.
If I see them, I'll buy them.
Kind Bars. Wow, that's another brand that I remember, but
not sure about Kind Bars.
Black coffee for me. You're not awake till you shake it nice. Karen, you love green tea cake.
Oh.
Of course you do. I was wondering when you were gonna pile in. I'm shocked you didn't say anything when I showed this one, but okay, you love green tea.
Okay, Karen, does your husband and kids like Kit Kats, green tea Kit Kats? Or is it just for you?
We need to know if it's the rest of your family or just you. I'm gonna say her. So you and Vivian can be like teammates on that because she loves green tea in general. So she loves getting like, I found some green tea ice cream. Oh, so how do they make green tea ice cream? I'm so excited, She pays like $9 for this tiny little
the little tub, little bucket or whatever it is. Yeah.
So it was so crazy. But okay, so I think that covers everything, everybody. Thank you for allowing us this sort of morning wake up. So we covered the I know you love Reese's. I'm just saying, I'm kind of shocked you said nothing when I showed the Reese's, and you only said something about the green tea Kit Kats. Okay, just
okay.
There you go. Just no family. Asian Funk, what's up?
What's
Mark?
up?
What's up, man? How's it going? And so we covered the shipping and how we're gonna do the payment. So that's all done. Anything I'm forgetting in my sleepiness?
I don't think so. I think we're ready to get this party started. Let's get the van rolling.
Let's get the nice. I like that. Yeah.
You know, that's going to be the theme. Everybody in the van, please, and buy a piece of art.
Oh man, yes. Okay.
And I will do this. If you can guess my middle name, I will give us 90% discount. That's a joke. I don't have a middle name.
Well, you didn't have to reveal it. You should have just went with it. Nobody would have.
Oh yeah, it's like Dave, John.
Every order does not come with a piece of free candy. I mean, you know, would you really want something like chocolate and peanut butter like squashed all over your artwork?
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. You know, actually, that would kind of give a nice smell to the art. Yeah, I don't know, and texture, definitely texture.
Are you luring us here with candy, Ezekiel?
The only way to get the van tour going.
Okay, everybody. All right. So, let me just say, okay, sorry. Let me just quickly do what? Hart. So he's apparently not watching on Rewind. He's watching right now. This is his Rewind.
All right.
Hart Atticus R.
R. It's not Talk Like a Pirate Day, Mike, so I can't go the mate.
Matey.
Swap the deck.
Swab the decks, yeah. So everyone, just real quick. Let me give quick promos here. So everybody, the lovely Miss Karen, who is here with us today, finally put out a video. First time in 16 weeks, I think I don't know, 7 months, or I don't know whatever, but whatever it is, it was another great video. So there's
I enjoyed it. Nice one, Karen. Yeah.
And you know what? Again, I say it all the time. I'm not a comic collector. A lot of us are not comic collectors anymore. Those of us who collect art. And even though it was a comic book unboxing, once again, it comes with a little bit of research on her part, with
lots of information,
right? So even if you're not into what she's showing, it's still there's always still something of interest, which really makes it a lot of fun. And when it's about comics, as it was this time, she always finds a way to integrate original art into the video, anyways, to satisfy both sides of the hobby. So really, really, really awesome. Yes, finally. How about that? Yes, finally. I'm boosting you up. I'm like talking you up right now. So yeah, don't question me, okay?
Karen, you can curse him. I curse him all the time.
Yes. So it's and she cosplays, and it's a sweet cosplay this time. So I'm not going to spoil it. Nobody spoil it. It's very simple but effective. Very effective cosplay, very, very lovely. So check that out, please, everyone. A lot of fun, but always worth the wait, no matter how long she goes without putting out a video. How's that, Karen? Karen does a great job with edits. Yes, that's true too. I'm too lazy to edit my video.
I like the outtakes. I enjoy watching the outtakes. So Karen, keep up with the outtakes. That's the fun part too.
Yes, and everybody. As she always says, though, don't jump to the outtakes at the end. Watch the whole thing. The whole thing's fun, and then you get the thrill of the outtakes at the end. Yeah, very funny stuff. Good stuff. Okay, so Mr. Carl, who's on a Saturday, I'm assuming with his entire family, also came up with an unboxing this week, everybody. So I'm just going to put Carl's video here for those of you who like to watch Carl's videos. His are fun, too. Always a good time to watch those. They're always 15 minutes or less for the most part. So that was fun this week again. Also, so please check that out when you have a chance.
I'll have to check that out. I haven't done that yet.
Okay, Carl's Collection, everyone. For those of you who are not subscribed, it's called Carl's Collection. And who else? Lee. So Lee put out also an unboxing video. Lee Parmenter. And this is I didn't even realize it until I was in the middle of watching it. It's a double whammy. 2 things coming out of the box.
Really?
So he's got a couple of things that he unboxed. Yep. And here we go.
Lee did the Blue Lines last time, right?
He's the one who did the 2-part. But did you notice he did a 2-part show? But he screwed up the video because he's new at it. And it was like 6 minutes. But I noticed when it starts, it sounds like he's just coming into it in the middle of a sentence. I was like, oh, that's weird. He didn't edit it very well. But
okay. Well, we all learned the business, kind of, right?
Exactly. Then I realized that we all left him some comments, and then we realized he with him when he was replying to the comments that like, oh, I screwed that up. Tomorrow, the first part of the video will be part of the video.
So he did the backwards of Kieron. Kieron, does the outtakes at the end. He did the outtakes at the beginning.
That's it. There you go. Exactly.
Come on, Lee. You'll get it right next time, right?
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, Lee, but whatever. You're learning on the fly, so that's all well and good. Whatever, man. And who else? I think that's it. But let me give Nikki B his promo as usual. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't do that because. Okay, so anybody, so for this coming Friday, which basically is still a week away, 6 days away, I don't have the link for you, Nick. Sorry, I couldn't find it, and so maybe it's not ready yet. But everybody, as usual, don't forget to check out Nick's sales show. I was so busy last minute making preparations for today and for tomorrow night's sales show with Hart. Sales shows, plural, with Hart, which is why I didn't have time to tune in. I couldn't even pop in to say hello last night to Nikki B's. So there you go, everybody. 7 p.m. on Fridays, Eastern, 4 o'clock afternoon Pacific. Claim show style talk show.
There's Nick.
Please check that out. And I believe that is it for the promos. Let me just take one last look, everyone. Yes, that is it. So,
all right.
With that being said, everyone, thank you all for your patience today.
Yeah, thank you guys and ladies.
Sí, señoras y caballeros. How about that? Okay. To all.
You're a multilingual person. Oh,
multilingual. I am.
Just coffee helps a lot.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Is it just coffee, or is there a little bit something else?
It's just coffee. I don't know if it's helping, to be honest. Like my brain's
I think I need 2 more of these. Can somebody Venmo me some money so I can pay for another coffee?
Yeah. And you can run out while I talk. You can run out down the street and get.
I'll run out. Come back, sweat like pig. And,
Exactly. Margaret, what's up, my fellow Canadian? What is up, Margaret? How you doing? Made it just in time. Well, we've been sort of promoing and chatting and shooting the breeze on purpose just for you to extend the show in hopes that you would show up all of a sudden before we started. And that's why. So I'm glad to see that it worked. Our plan worked beautifully. So
I lost the bets. I owe Ruben $5 now because he said that you would show up. I said you wouldn't. So my bad.
I'm glad to hear you're doing great. I hope the studies are going well because I know you should be finished studies. The exams and all that should be coming up or finishing up right now, right? So I'm not sure, since you didn't answer my last email yet. I'm still waiting on you, but I'm not saying anything. It is what it is. If memory serves, Hart has a few Legion pieces. Is he going to be selling any? Yeah, we can help her have a good Saturday right off the bat. Are there any Legion pages tonight? Do you want to answer that question?
There won't be, but If we have a good sale for these two shows, I do plan to get the next round of art too. So hopefully we can do this again, and there will be Legion pages at that point. So Margaret, just stay tuned. But there's still lots of good pages out there we have planned for you for today and tomorrow. So please stay with us.
Not Legion though.
Not Legion. Well, later on maybe.
No. But I'm just saying.
Not today. Not this weekend.
This weekend. Okay, one more exam. Good to hear it. I've been so busy lately. I didn't want to half-mass my reply to you. That's very nice. I appreciate it. That's very nice. But trust me, I'm only yanking your chain. It's okay. I understand you're in the middle of exams and all that stuff. Don't worry. I'm just having a bit of fun with you. Good luck to you on that final exam.
Good luck.
Study hard. Okay, it's going to be Legion of Doom art. We're being tricked. Yeah.
Yep.
6 half-ass replies now and the other half in 90 days. Yeah, time payment. You know how much I love those.
Yeah. Marcus, you get 365 days to pay off your stuff.
Oh, man. Look at that. See, our plan to get Margaret here before the show actually started worked for Mr. Easy-Go-Lucky as well. What is up?
Yeah.
Good to see you. Hello.
Hey, Mr. Easy-Go-Lucky.
You're very welcome, Margaret. And hello, CJ says. Okay, so we covered everything. That is indeed sick. I think we should get the show on the road. And Margaret is fast, not half fast. Yes.
Very good, Rick.
So while it's so bizarre, I don't know, man. I don't know. Not having sleep, having coffee, and a little bit of sugar. I'm in my t-shirt and I'm literally starting to sweat now for some reason. I need my fan. Let me put my fan on. Okay, an overhead fan. And now the sweat's going to turn cold with the air. But anyway.
Oh yeah, you're going to catch a cold, and then you won't be showing up tomorrow. It'll be pandemonium. Okay, everybody. So just real quick, for those of you tuning in late, I'll just recap what we said earlier. It's not much to know. The claiming, the way we like you to claim is by every piece is labeled as the BUY, right? Buy 01, buy 02, buy 03. To claim anything, please just type in buy 01, buy the buy number. Type in the buy number. Okay. Simple.
With the word buy, because that's what you mean by claim. Don't just type in 1 or 2 or 3. That doesn't mean anything. Right? Yeah. So put buy 1 or buy 16, buy 17, whatever. If you want to know shipping rates, I can't repeat them or I can't blab them all because they're shipping rates for all over the world. But you want to go to my website, comicbookartgallery.com. It's by my shipping rates. So you want to go there and check out the shipping rates. That's what the shipping rates are. Okay. Most of you are still Americans anyway. So I'll say it's $27 for American. Okay. And what else? Oh, and anybody claiming tonight, you just need to be aware to be patient for the shipping to happen because we need for the weekend to be over to see how many pieces Hart will need to be shipping. So he knows how much Masonite he's going to go buy Masonite. He needs to know how much to buy. So he needs to source it, and the Home Depot doesn't always have it available. So it may take a week or two. Be aware, it may take a week or two before the pieces can start shipping. For the payments, it's also going to be done through me. I will be invoicing you, and by email, you click a button. It takes you to my website, and you pay with any major credit card, and that's it. And that's how it works.
Yeah.
Okay. And you got look at that, Mike, Mr. Patriotic here, chanting the typical Americans. That should become the new American anthem, honestly. Forget the Star Spangled Banner. They should do away with that and just have everybody USA, USA. Because I don't know, like you guys love to do that at any sporting event, no matter what's going on. The chants of USA start, even though it's not like It might be an event where it has nothing to do with like nationalities. Like, okay, when it's like sporting events like the Olympics, I get it, right? Because it's country versus country.
Right.
That makes sense. But like when I'm watching, I don't know, really anything else, and suddenly chants of USA break out, like it's just like, what the hell's happening? Like it's so bizarre to me. You know, it's like, I don't know. I just seems weird.
Well.
But anyways, but now they're chanting them for in the middle of like comic art sales shows on YouTube. So
really, okay, that's strange. Strange on the internet.
Mike started it, you know. So there. Thanks for in Canada. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. TJ says, I heard a rumor that there would be a free piece of Canadian candy. Somebody thought that also with every sale, but no, with every purchase. No, it's not going to happen. Oh, say, can I see some art? Yes. Oh, sorry. Thanks for your sorry. I heard a rumor. Sorry. America. Okay, getting very excited. And Mark, Canadian. Let me focus on the Canadians. Comment.
Oh, okay. Little Canadian centric. I got you.
Shipping method where it's actually cheaper to be Canadian. Not really.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it will be. I mean, it will.
That's right. Yeah. There you go.
We'll do anything for you, Margaret.
There you go. Thank you, Hart. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Before you digress into different directions, or you already have, right?
Yeah.
You just want to see a tennis match and everybody going USA, right?
Right.
A golf tournament, USA.
But that's a great example of what I'm talking about right there, right? Like you could be watching a tennis match and it will be like a Brazilian against somebody from Wales or somewhere in the UK.
Uh-huh.
And the match may be happening in California, Florida, wherever, right?
Right.
And all of a sudden you'll get in between play, because during play it's got to be silent, you'll get some little tiny crowd, part of the crowd, like, USA. It's like, what? Yeah, you're in the United States, but the two players have nothing to do with it.
They don't.
It's like, what? It's so bizarre, so whatever. Just thought I'd mention that. For your benefit, Mike, just because you broke out the chant. None of that $100 heritage auction shipping here. No. $27 is what it will be. So there you go. No $100.
For Mike, it's 101.
My gosh. And let's not forget Comic Link for us, Margaret, for us Canadians. Comic Link, as far as I recall, it also had gone up to 100. Or is it still 80? It's 80 or 100 anyways. Either way. Really? I think I'm getting charged 100, yeah.
That's crazy.
It's pretty crazy stuff.
What are they doing? Pocketing $95?
No, they whatever. They use it, I guess, but you're welcome, Margaret. But it's always in a giant box, and
okay.
They ship it by an expensive, quicker service, whatever. Like
okay, all right. Well,
things they don't need to, whatever. Yeah, it is what it is. But okay, so thank you everybody for the patience. I really appreciate it. Ready to go, Hart?
Yeah, let's.
Okay.
I was ready 40 minutes ago, but you kept talking, and I'd try to shut you down.
I know, but part of it is to let more people, give them time to come in or whatever, because it's always people slowly trickle in or whatever. So,
well, we've got Margaret, so we start right now. This is it. Margaret's our cutoff.
There you go. And it's a real one. It's definitely a real one. Dwayne's a pain. What's up? See, Dwayne just came in too. So see,
Dwayne,
our waiting work for.
Okay.
So it would be a Friday fake one. Exactly. Ruben cannot be stopped. Thank you. Okay, so let me queue up this stuff here. Right. I've got a piece of paper to jot down purchases.
Right. So do I.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a little notepad works wonders.
I just figured better for me to do it so you can focus saying what you have to say about each.
Yeah.
And that's it. Okay, so everything seems to be in order, and she's ready. Okay. All right. So the first one. So buy 01 here, everybody. What is that? Okay. So it's just 2 slides here. I mean, you don't need the second slide, everybody, but I'm going to show it to you anyways. Here, let's see the first piece. By 01.
All right. There it is. Airboy, number 8, page 4, by Stan Woch or Watch?
Woch.
And Willie Blyberg as inker. So this is from their run on Eclipse, independent publisher, of course. The real cool thing is I was into, that 40s kind of adventure type, and Airboy was that kind of a story. You got blimps, air blimps, and a little plane action. There's Valkrie, who's the main character in this story, and she's just waking up because she just had a nightmare, and her nightmare was featuring Misery, who's one of the major villains in the Airboy series. He's like what would you call him? A skeleton character, yeah. I guess. Yeah. So
and just FYI for everybody who doesn't know, Valkrie, if you don't remember her by seeing her here, Valkrie was a main character in the Airboy series. She was beautiful, and you may remember her from this image.
Yep. Dave Stevens.
Yeah, that was a very famous Dave Stevens cover from back in the day. So yeah, that's her, and in a dress and on the bed in a nightie, and
and that's one of the reasons I bought it, is because she's really nicely featured, and there's Sky Fox is there too, and I like his profile, but obviously I like her getting into the plane, and the last panel shot is really, really nicely done by Stan and inked perfectly by Willie. So yeah,
very lovely. So there's
it's very nice,
sort of an affordable example of good girl art.
Yep.
From what, almost 40 years ago, something like that?
Yeah, something like that. It's just, you don't find too many of these anymore, because 40 years is a long time ago.
Yes, exactly. Okay, how much is the cover? There was no price on it. It's invaluable. It's in priceless. Yeah.
I was after that cover at one point. I had it in my mind that I could find it and buy it. It's just my stupidity, right?
Right.
It should be available.
Yeah, it'll come by one day, and I'll pick it up. Yeah. What's up, Gil? My man is consistent with the shows that I try to be.
Yeah.
Every week for sure. Unlike some people who might take, I don't know, sometimes 4 weeks, 6 weeks, in between content that they put out. Not me. I'd like to try to be weekly. Even
if it's just you on the show, right?
Say that again.
Even if it's you just on the show, you'll show up.
Yeah, exactly. I'll still just show up. That's the actual truth. Right? I sometimes can't get a guest, whatever, and I'll grab you at the last second.
Oh, God. And then I curse your name twice.
Let's show up and talk. Carlos, it's like half Marvel, it's equal parts Marvel, equal parts DC, and like the Airboy you saw, there's less than a handful of independent pieces as well. So that's what it is. And love the Airboy title. Yes, Eclipse has some good books. They did.
Yep.
They did. Yeah. What do you mean? What did I say that was cool? I don't know. I don't remember saying anything that you would get upset about, Karen. But that's okay. I like that you're having a crying, laughing emoji, so I know that you're not angry with me. So
she's just putting your name in the background,
Of the members.
That was me. Sorry, that was me. Yeah.
Yeah. Gil, the only members only chat. I don't know if you can only be if you become a member, but we were gonna do like a movie show. I've said it many times. We're gonna do a movie show, but not too many. Not as many people sort of showed up for that. Comic collectors talking about movies. But I always said, because sometimes Marcus is like, yeah, do it again, right? He loves it. He wants to do it. I said we should maybe do it privately, because I believe I can stream it and only give links to everybody who wants to be a part of it, and it doesn't actually happen random people going to my channel won't see anything happening,
right?
But we can be still streaming and just having fun, privately or whatever. So Yeah, I could do that sometime. I don't know that I would do that for a comic-related show because I don't want to leave anybody else out for something like that, you know. Well, but how many lots are there today? There are 26. Now there are 25 to go.
Right.
Hello, Karen, and hi, Gil. Okay. So, having said that, let's move on to the next piece. And let's cue that up. Okay. So for this next piece, this will be by number 02. And this is some good stuff that I remember myself back from when it came out.
Hawkworld. Yeah.
Hawkworld, yeah. Tim Truman and inked by Tim Bradstreet, everybody. He of the famous Punisher covers back in the 2000s.
Yep. And, you know, Tim created, did he create with Ostrander Grimjack or something?
Oh, he created Grimjack, of course, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, I always loved his Grimjack. And when he did Hawkworld, it was really nice stuff. And this is features the Hawks finding or meeting for the first time one of the major characters from the Hawkworld. It's Count Viper. He's like a guy that can transfer his essence or his psyche into other people, and you know, you can see it by the red eyes. He takes over the person, and you know, so he can't be killed. He's a immortal, I guess you would call that.
Okay.
And Bradstreet's inks are really nice too. So, which I didn't know Bradstreet inked because he usually did all those covers for Punisher or role-playing games or whatnot.
Yeah. Me too. Same thing. Yeah. When I saw the page, when you sent it to me, I was like, oh my gosh. I didn't, you know, I wasn't paying attention to, you know, who the inker credit was, and I was just looking at the art because I love Truman's Hawkworld stuff, right? And I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh wow, like the detailed ink lines are like really fine and really pretty, you know. And I always enjoy Truman's work, but I was like, wow, the ink lines are really nice and fine on this page. And then that's when I said, oh, let me check who inked him on this one. And I said, Tim Bradstreet. Wow, I don't remember him being an inker back in the day, you know, in the early 90s, you know.
Yeah, the center panel, the center panel that's split up into 3 long horizontal strips is really nice because it's like that focus in the movie. You're focusing in on Qatar's eyes being centered around Count Viper or Lord Viper. Is it Count Viper? I think it's Count Viper. Yeah, Count Viper. Yeah.
The camera is like zooming in.
Right, exactly. It's really nicely done, and you know. Credit goes to Bradstreet for doing a really bang-up job over Tim's pencil, because Tim has a very unique and special style. I don't see there's a lot of people that do his style. Right. And, you know, and just like Mike Royer and Jack Kirby, Mike was always keeping to Jack's pencils, right? And I think Bradstreet did the same thing here, where he really centered around Tim's pencils. He didn't change things, you know, the way some art inkers do, you know, which, you know, Kirby's history is known for. You know, some inkers just erased all of Kirby's stuff, right? And drew over it, which is nice to see Bradstreet doing something that is precise and just keeping in line with what Tim did.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I think he did he did an exemplary job on it. I think it's one of those examples where the inker helped. It looks like even a little more refinable line than you know the line that Truman usually has. Slightly, not by a lot, but it really, bottom line is, it really looks like the best of Truman's work. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a great example.
The truest version without him inking it.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's very nice. Okay. What's up, Adam Law? You are the law. Tim Truman. He's in the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know. Oh no, that's not a Christmas thing. That's the Jiminy.
Jiminy.
What movie was that again? What musical was that?
Karen
knows.
I'm not a musical fan.
Karen loves music. She'll tell us right away. But let's move on to the next piece.
Right.
And let's see. Okay. So
Mary Poppins.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it. Thank you. Thank you. The next piece, everybody, it's too bad that Ronald's not here, but
Oh, yeah.
for anybody who are commission collectors, we have a nice dirt cheap. We have a few, I think tonight, this morning / afternoon / evening,
whatever. Yeah.
depending on where in the world you are right now. We have, I believe, 2 or 3 pieces that are commissions. And they're all dirt cheap, affordable types. Really bang for your buck type pieces. Because Hart wants to move. He's got a lot of commissions in his collection, and he wants to move them, so the price good. So hopefully the commission people are out there. And this next one is one of those. Let's check this one out.
So this is a cap by Kieron Dwyer, who did a stint with Avengers. I got this back, I believe, in 2004. I talked to Kieron about getting a piece, and he didn't have time to do it during a convention, and so he asked if he could take it back home, and it took him about a year to get it back to me. But if you look at the signature, it says SD 2005. So the next year in San Diego, he asked me if I was going to be there, and he said, I did a little bit more than you were going to get for what you paid, so here's what you got. So he gave me inks, full inks, as well as adding the blue to do some shadings. So that was really nice of him. So it's a really nice piece. It's really large too, and it fits his style. Cap is a really good character for him.
Yeah, and I just want to add in, if I may, for those of you who might not be that in tune with commission prices, I just wanted to say that for point of reference, okay, you guys, most of you know that I am a collector of Tom Grumman's artwork, and I was telling Hart last night, or I guess early this morning, you should say, I was mentioning to him that Tom historically has been one of the least expensive artists in this business.
Yep.
And when you go to a convention, and he always does sketches at the conventions, I believe his full figure at around this size, full figure pencils only, I believe charges something like either $150 or $199, something like that. And so here you're getting, a full figure, pencils, inks, plus the blue tones, the blue highlights. Yep. It's fantastic for a measly, pathetic $100. So yeah, like Marcus is saying here, good print material. Yeah. So that's it. So yeah, that's it. Nothing else to say.
Yeah.
Again, you have to have the right crowd for certain pieces. We know that, we get that, whatever. But anybody watching on Rewind, of course, if you're watching this on Rewind and you see that nobody claimed anything, please reach out to me. Actually, here, let me get this off here. Those of you watching this on Rewind to see what pieces were there, if you see anything and you see that it was not claimed live, do reach out to me and ask me if it's still available. Right. And you can do so here by here. You can email me at rubenthecollector@gmail.com. Simple to remember. And you can ask me, and I'll put you in touch with Hart, and yeah, you can buy it and just do the deal with him directly. Yeah. And that's it. So, okay. Let me get back to my slides here. Yeah, exactly, Gil. One of you should buy it and then flip it to Alberto, Why not? Let me see. What's Mike saying? You'll be lucky to get a head sketch from anybody for $100. It's a great deal.
That's true, Mike. Yeah.
No.
Nowadays the prices are different, way different.
We know that he priced everything properly, and in some cases really cheaply. These events are all, oftentimes coming down to, is the right person for that piece in that tiny audience at that moment, right? So we get it. at some point somewhere else or whatever, we know that there's people that will grab that in a second, you know. So okay, so those of you who may know anybody who might be interested in it, by all means, other than Alberto, by all means, reach out to them, text them out there, let them know what you saw, and they can get in touch. Okay, so and it's on listing these on the sales website to see what is still available. I mean, we kind of touched on that. If you mean like after this, putting them on my site, is that what you mean?
I think that's what he's meaning. Yeah.
Yeah, anything's possible. We haven't really kind of decided yet. I mean, Hart could do that. Hart could put it in his calf. I mean, who knows, right? So
yeah, or I could just keep it back. I mean,
or just
keep collecting.
Yeah, that's it. So there you go. Sorry, everybody, still chowing down on my sugar.
Lots of sugar.
Well, 2 Reese's and 2 coffee crisps. So
okay. Well,
okay.
If you start doing jumping jacks or push-ups, I'll be worried because we'll have to call the EMTs over to your house.
Yeah. Okay. So now we'll go to the next piece, everybody. And for that one,
this is one of my favorites. Yeah.
Okay, this is a great piece. We're going back in time here, folks. I believe like 40, 50 years, something like that. Yeah, let's check it out. This is buy number 4. Yeah, and this is from DC Special Series. It's the Jonah Hex Spectacular. It's a rare, very rare Batlash page.
Right.
Not only rare in terms of, those of you who know, the Nick Cardy Batlash pages are super rare. Those are super expensive as well. But even these non-Cardy Batlash pages, there aren't that many out there. So go ahead, take it away, Hart.
Well, this features Batlash gambling, obviously, which is what he does normally. He's well known for that. He's in Chinatown, and he's kind of getting rousted by this one cowboy that thinks he cheated, which probably he did. And then the whole story goes on about he gets kind of involved in the conflict between the Irish and the Chinese that are trying to take over this town. But the artist is the artist is named George Moliterni.
Yeah.
But his real name is Jorge. But I think when he was doing DC and Fleetway, he did some British pieces. They changed his name to George, probably because they made him sound more American. I don't. Yeah, but he has that artist kind of European style, which like guys like Jose Garcia Lopez and other artists are categorized as. It's really nicely fine-lined piece, and you got to see the in person. It's really great. So
yeah, it's beautiful. It's got that classic Batlash rounded cornered panels. That's really nice as well. I like it. But yeah, for anybody who's a Batlash fan, it's excellent because it's got Batlash literally in every single panel. Right, 6 panels. He's in all of them. He's doing the classic sitting at the table, having a card game. And somebody probably thinks they're going to pull a fast one on him, but he's the one who pulls the fast one and gets the upper hand or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's just classic Batlash material. Fantastic A++ level content quality Batlash page. So there you go. Again, reach out to us if and on Rewind if you guys are watching this and you see this. It has not been claimed. So.
And at one point, I did try to find the whole 8-page story, but in all my years, this is the only page that I've managed to get. It's pretty rare to find that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised. Like I said, I don't think I've seen more than 1 or 2 Batlash pages from the non-Cardy stuff.
Right. Yeah.
In my entire time in the hobby, like you literally don't see them. It's so hard to find if you're a Batlash fan. So
and the term artist means just that artists collect these artist, right? So they mainstream artists know who's good by the fact that they like this person, and it's really just shows you the level of quality that Jorge's work is at. He's fine line, great design, great layouts. So
yeah. He's like you say, he's an artist. And for just in case there's some of you out there who don't even know what that really means, and you've probably heard people say that, he's so an artist is typically an artist who the fans have never really paid any attention to and don't really understand how good they actually are, and only other artists tend to notice how good that person really is, and they're the only ones who tend to focus any attention.
Right. Yeah.
That's what that means, but that's how you ultimately end up as a fan learning about people like that and knowing how good they are, because you eventually start hearing that other artists are talking about that person, and then you wonder why, because you never hear in fandom anybody talking about them, but artists keep talking about them. And don't forget, everyone, that's how Jose Luis Garcia Lopez's current popularity within our hobby, that's how it all started. I mean, he'd been around since the early 70s. No collectors ever gave a shit about his artwork. Nobody was seeking it out, right? It's only in the last 10, 12 years that people started to finally pay attention to it. And that's because, in social media, all over the internet, a lot of artists would constantly be saying, like, wow, nobody ever pays him attention. But man, Jose Luis Garcia Lopez is like one of the greatest draftsmen ever,
Yeah, I mean, I'd go to cons and I'd see some friends of mine that are artists, and they would show me their collection portfolios, right? So you would find, these guys in their portfolios or their collections. And I'm like, who is this? There'd be people that I've never heard of, just, and Jorge and Jose Garcia Lopez are just one or a couple that are in that mix.
Yeah. Very well. All right. So good comic art lesson for everybody, I suppose.
Yeah, we're doing the Kieron thing.
Perfect.
We're information gathering.
She needs to teach. We need to follow her follow suit.
Yeah.
Do a little teaching ourselves. Okay. So the next piece is, let me cue that up. So yes. So here we go. This next piece is by number 5, everybody. And let's check this out. It is X-Men related. X-Men related from the 90s.
Yep.
Check this out.
There's Gladiator in all his glory.
Yep, the Imperial Guard series, issue number 2 by Chuck Wojtkiewicz and Ray Snyder.
Is that how you say his name? I've always...
Yeah, Wojtkiewicz.
Wojtkiewicz. Okay, I'll have to remember that because I always said Wojtkiewicz or something like that. I was like, I butchered his name. And, when I met him, I just said, hey, Chuck.
Yeah.
It's easier.
Better to say Chuck.
Yeah, it's just Chuck. Yeah. This is inked actually by Ray Snyder, who is a good friend of mine too. Ray does a great job with inking. Ray did inking with Drew Johnson on Wonder Woman for DC, as well as Supergirl and other guys from the DC bullpen, I guess you want to call it. So, but this features Gladiator against a couple guys that are trying to run him down, bad guys, I guess, henchmen, you would say, and Gladiator's just going to take it, and everybody's going to just like get splattered all over the place.
Yeah, and it's nice because it's a very Silver Agey sort of layout style with only three big panels.
Yeah,
and the Gladiator, the Praetor of the Imperial Guard, is in all 3 panels and in action, getting rammed into by a truck or bus. Yeah, truck, one of those 18-wheelers, a Mack truck. So great images of is he? No, he's not the Mad Titan. Doesn't he go by a nickname? They call him something other than Praetor. I
don't know. I haven't read the John Byrne or all the other the Shiar.
Oh, I say Shiar. Some people say Shiar. I say Shiar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, he's the guy from the Shire that everybody remembers from back, especially back in the John Byrne X-Men days.
Yeah, I always thought he was interesting because of his mohawk. It's like there's very few mohawk people, except for like Storm when she got her mohawk, and she was the leader of the Morlocks. Was it?
Morlocks,
when she became, I think it's during it was during Paul Smith's era, right, where Storm became mohawky and leather vest. But going back to Gladiator, it's the fact that he was one of the few heroes that I saw that had a mohawk, which is kind of cool because I like mohawks. I'm sure you do too, but that's a guess.
Live television, but my doorbell rang. I just want to look out the window to see if it's important. Okay, it's just somebody making a delivery. Thank you. Is it that surprise that we got for Kieron? Oh wait, forget it. Okay, so I just want to go back, Rick, to let you know that Rick went and claimed the Tim.
Oh, thanks, Rick.
So let's make it official, as I always do, by putting it up here. All right. So by number 2, the Hawkworld, the beautiful Tim Truman Hawkworld piece with Bradstreet inks, has been bought by Rick Welch. So thanks, Rick. Appreciate it. Beautiful page and affordable. So I love that.
Thanks, Rick.
Great combination. So thank you, Rick. There we go. And let me just, here. And I just wanted to say, Tariq, I did say his name Gladiator earlier on. I was just wondering if he had another one other than Gladiator and Praetor of the Imperial Guard. I thought there might be another one. And the Mad Titan came to mind, but then I realized no.
That's Thanos, isn't it?
Yeah.
But was he the leader of the group?
The Shire?
That group of military Shire.
I've always seen him as such.
Okay.
And like Mike says, he's got my haircut. Exactly.
Yeah, there it is.
So that means I can become the leader of the Shire Empire.
You're the leader of the Superman Grummet Empire.
That is true.
Or Superboy, sorry. Superboy.
I was going to say,
Superboy. That's
Superman. I don't have much of that stuff. The Superboy, yeah.
Kieron, that was a joke, by the way. So,
yes, I can see she's all confused. Like, what?
Yeah.
Well, we may be joking. You never know. It may be true. I don't know. Yeah, we'll leave it.
There's a Kit Kat somewhere in the mail for you.
Exactly. Exactly. So congrats again, Rick. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. So, sorry, let me just write Truman. Okay. Hawk. All right. The next piece on the docket, everyone, is number 6. By number 6, let's show this one.
Oh, yeah.
The Spectre, number 19, page 3, by Norm Breyfogle, the one of the classic modern to me, 80s and onward to me, everybody,
right.
Just is what I call modern era Batman artists, and some beautiful work he did on Spectre.
Yeah, this is the Hal Jordan Spectre, actually. So, which I loved. I love the fact that Hal Jordan became the Spectre, and and it was such a cool concept to me. But in this issue, he's, I guess, visiting Apocalypse, and he come across this street urchin, and the story was really nice because all she can do, she has this superpower, right? And all she can do is create this beautiful light ball or ball of light. And she shows it to Spectre, and she's like, look, I'm a bad person. I'm not worth anything because I can create this. And he says, that's so beautiful. And she goes, I'm not meant to be, because Darkseid is always, he's the bad guy of Apocalypse. He rules it with a thumb, iron fist. Yeah. And you see Darkseid on the poster. You see Darkseid's statue in the background, and you got the the machinery, the factories of Apocalypse just grinding all its inhabitants to just work and work. It's just a beautiful story in that sense that, it just shows you there is beauty in the tragedy of Apocalypse.
Right.
Yeah. So that's why I picked it up, because and of course Norm is known for great art, and he did Detective Comics for a long time too, and he did an awesome job doing this piece too.
Yeah. No, it's very, very nice. I like it. And I never read it at the time, but I understand that it got, I don't know if it was good or bad. I think it was good, positive attention. That whole thing where when Hal Jordan had gone crazy, because doesn't it tie into the era of him becoming Parallax and at
right.
one point,
yes.
So was he the Spectre and then became Parallax, or was it Parallax?
I believe that the timeline, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but the timeline is he became Parallax, he gave his life, and he was made into Spectre.
Okay.
So, and then he came back like every superhero does, in superhero, Marvel or DC. Nobody really dies, but, it was a nice shift as far as taking a character instead of just killing him for a while and then bringing him back, like Superman they did.
Yeah.
They brought him back in a different character, but with still Hal Jordan being in the driving seat, right? Driver's seat. It's because he still has his Hal Jordan's uniqueness and sympathies and emotional values, and Hal's been a superhero, and I've always loved Hal Jordan as a Green Lantern because he personified everything that the Green Lantern Corps is about, and that's probably why Sinestro hates him, because he personifies that. Yeah. Sinestro wants to be the guy, right? But that's another storyline for another time. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Jeffrey says Barry Allen was dead for about 27 years after Crisis. Yeah, it's like that's a long time.
27 years. So is Barry Allen actually running around again, alive?
I don't know because I haven't read. I think Jeff Johns brought him back.
Yeah, there was that whole Jeff Johns Flashpoint thing or whatever, which I read and didn't understand. Like one of the worst things I've ever read. It was so confusing.
Well, Jeff Johns does a great job with Green Lantern. I think that's what they were trying to do. Is
turn stuff, his JSA stuff. I love that stuff for sure. So I give credit to that. Yeah. James, what's up, James? I missed the beginning. How many lots are there? Thank you. 26. 26, my friend. 26. Parallax first. Thank you, TJ. Sacrificed himself during Final night.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Bind him to a human soul and then became alive again. Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay. That's by the way, everyone. That's my buddy James. That's James's clandestine way of trying to get us to sort of say, hey, come on, enough talking about the comics. Just go on to the next piece. So let us do that, shall we? Thanks for the reminder, James.
Yeah, there you go. Shut up. He's telling us to shut up in a nice way. I appreciate that, James.
Shut the fuck up. They didn't have to be nice about it. Just tell us to shut the fuck up, James. We're good. Okay, so so the next one, everybody, on the oh, you've got a good idea, man. You've got a very good idea. The next one is going to be by number 7. And let me see. Yeah, here it is. Let's see what that is. By 7. Okay,
this is the Avengers by
Kieron
Dwyer, who did the Captain America commission for me. But this was not written. This sequence or this storyline was not written by Rick Remender. Remender. Thank you. Because Remender started the New Avengers back in 88, I believe, or 98. Excuse me, 98, and it got really good reviews. And I think at this point they brought in another writer who was Jeff Johns, which is and he tried his hand at Avengers. And in this sequence, it's Falcon has asked the Avengers to help him take down Mr. Hyde, who is a really cool villain in my opinion, because he's Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, right?
Yeah.
And I think the sequence before this, Hyde kind of hurts Scarlet Witch in some way. I forget what it was, but he makes her, puts her unconscious, and Vision, because of his love of his life, he goes right after Hyde, and Cap's there to help him with a nice shield to the face, which is a very cool scene in the middle, because you got Vision going incorporeal and solid inside. You got the smash of the shield right in the face. It's really nicely done by Rick. By Kieron. Sorry.
Yeah, I love how he executed the third panel. The pose of the Vision in the second panel is just classic dynamic sort of, Garcia Lopez dynamism in that pose, right?
I see John Buscema. I see John Buscema style.
Well,
great.
I
mean, everybody's influenced by somebody, so it could be a mix of Lopez and Buscema on Kieron's side.
The bottom line is, I'm saying it's dynamic. That's all.
Yeah,
great dynamic figure work, and me too. I also really, really love Mr. Hyde. So that's really cool. And everybody, you get it's a Jeff Johns issue, written issue, and it's got great Vision action. But you also get Captain America.
And Jarvis at the end.
And Jarvis at the end. Iron Man, Scarlet Witch, and Vision. So, really, really great page. Already a quarter of a century old, too. So,
that's a while back since.
For point of reference, Hart, tell everybody, just so they understand, how the pricing is. Tell them some of the sales that we've seen for these types of pages.
Well, the sales for the Rick Remender series, especially for the Kang series, has increased exponentially, because Kang got really popular after, I believe he was in one of the movies, right? And in the miniseries. So that put all that up there. But this is based on the fact, not only that, but the fact that you also have all the Avengers coming in to take out Mr. Hyde. So you just bang for a buck. You got Avengers, and you got Falcon, which is Cap's buddy, and it's cool to see them both together again.
Yeah, it's an excellent page. Excellent page. So again, to remind everybody watching this on Rewind, don't be shy to reach out for anything that has not been claimed, and I'll put you in touch with Hart, and you guys can still buy
my name. That's right. Yeah,
to the show. But it's a great Avengers page. So and the reason I brought up the price is just because I also remember seeing some pages selling for in that same range, or 800,
800,
but without quite as good.
Without the team, so
exactly, character content not as good, so this is actually cheap compared to what they typically have been selling for.
It's a battle page. I mean, everybody loves a battle page and the team fighting the bad guys. So if you're into battle pages, this is one of them.
Corey, he told me earlier, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, that he'd be around this time. He'd be in Hawaii. So, so he's probably there now, I would think.
On the beach or something.
And I is having a vacation, probably with his son, or I don't know if it's with his son, his girlfriend, or just his girlfriend, or just his son. Not sure, but I'm sure he's having a good time. That's a nice place to go. So,
I'd like to go there.
You would know.
Yeah. Well, mixed bag. Yeah.
You know what I mean, anyways.
Yeah. Well, we, my wife and I do plan to going back to Maui and eventually revisiting. So,
Cool. You got to make up for that last one.
Yeah. I mean,
So, oh my gosh, I did not hear. Where did he announce that? Wow.
Oh, Belcher was engaged.
Wow. Okay. Oh, congratulations. I'll have to write him privately. Okay. Very cool. Thank you for mentioning that, James. Cool. Margaret, you should be paying attention. You would know. Alberto is apparently engaged and on vacation. So, yeah, there you go. Okay. So let us move on to the next one. And I believe, okay, I'm sorry. What did you catch what number that was? Was that number 7?
That was number 7, and we're on to 8, I believe.
Yeah. That was 7. Okay. Right. So everyone, so the next piece tonight, or this morning, or afternoon and night, is by 08, and that is this one.
Oh yeah, the Flash. Well, Flash, but this is a backup story. This is a Creeper backup story by Chuck Patton and Mike DeCarlo, inked by DeCarlo. You know, the prices for Creeper Ditko pages are way out there. They're just huge. So finding any kind of Creeper pages for this kind of price is really good. And plus you get Creeper in almost every page, or every panel, excuse me. Yeah. And he's doing his and the last panel is really nice because he's that close up of his face and a smirk there. In this storyline, he's beating up a drug dealer who has caused the death of a small child or a child, and so Creeper brings him to the grave of the kid and to show him the error of his ways. And you know, it's kind of sad, but it's very poignant kind of message too at the same time. And you know, sometimes comics teach people, you know, and this is what you know. I think that's what Chuck and Mike did. Is really good job of showing tragedy as well as the fact that people can, you know, change.
Yeah, it's like the classic sort of Sergeant Rock type morality tale, if you will.
Right. Yeah. You know, and Rick even mentions that the name was changed on the business card.
Yes, which
and for anybody that doesn't know what a business card is, no, it's an archaic form of communication.
Yeah.
When typewriters were around.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's true. It's a very affordable way to get a really fantastic, high quality, content quality, amazing Creeper page. If you like Creeper, absolutely affordable. The Ditko stuff is way out of price range these days for most people, anyways. You know, so great content, and like you said, I love the fact that it's one of those. It's the last page of the story of a morality tale, and like you said. I love the fact that the tale has to do with, you know, the fact that guy there, you know, his drug dealing was directly responsible for killing a child, and that the Creeper then takes him to that child's grave in the cemetery. That's pretty poignant and powerful, you know. So
yeah, it kind of harkens back to like some of the old like EC horror stuff where you know just showing that kind of a bit of, you know, the horror in real life.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Excellent. The next piece is going to be number by 09, everyone. Yes. And for that, we swing back to Marvel, and that is one of the commissions. That you Hart commissioned many years ago. Let's take a look at that one.
Yep, this is Nick Bradshaw doing Gamora. A full figure piece of Gamora, and
super tight,
super detailed, super tight pencils. You know, Nick's, you know, the guy that does the Art Adam-esque kind of style, which everybody loves. And you know, you obviously not everybody can afford Art Adams prices, so Nick's the best out there to do his style, his version of Art Adams, but keep it in his style too. Yeah. And everybody loves the Guardians and Gamora, of course. And this is her old costume, right? The Jim Starlin one, where it's like this scaly, I guess, green scale thing.
That's what I call it. They just say scale. It's got
scales. Yeah, it's barely on, you know. But yeah, so that's about it. Yeah, it's really nice. It's huge, you know. Size-wise, it's a really nice piece, and Nick is. I was hoping to get more from Nick a while back, and you know his commission list is closed, and his pieces are getting higher and higher. And out of my price range. So I was happy to have this in my collection.
Yeah, no, it's lovely, and me too. I love Nick, and it's nice especially for, like you say, for fans of Art Adams, who, you know, you're not happy with the fact that he almost never draws anything other than cover, right? It's a guy like Bradshaw in the business, who does do monthly work, and in that highly influenced style as well, you know. Great. Hey, what's up, Matt? Matt Kennedy, everybody, saying, where's Ian, the #1 Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
I'm assuming, Matt, that he's out with family on a weekend, probably out with his girls, so that's what I would think he is.
Yeah,
but,
he's the family man.
But Matt, do me a favor and text him. Let him know that we not only have a beautiful Bradshaw Gamora piece, but let him know that there is a piece from the Imperial Guard we showed earlier. Here, let me show it quickly. Here, the Imperial Guard featuring Gladiator. Yeah. So from the 90s. So already like 26, whatever years ago.
Yep.
So I think he might be interested in that, because I know that he recently posted some Gladiator focused pages in his gallery. So let him know if you can. I don't have a phone, so I can't text people, you know.
Yeah, you and no phone. Yeah. You know, I can't send you pictures of myself, you know.
No. I mean, that's it. I stopped people like you from sending me the dick pics.
That's okay. What do you mean dick pics? I wouldn't send you that.
Yes, you would. So there you go. Wherever Ian is, I hope he's having a wonderful day with the family. Oh, look at that. I sent him a Facebook DM. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Matt.
Nice. You can check it out later. Mike says, both for well under $1,000. What a bargain. Thank you.
Yeah.
Everything's very fairly priced, and some of the stuff is cheap. Some of the stuff is super cheap. So again, all these types of sales, it all comes down to, it's not, you know, when you see something, if it sells or if it doesn't sell, it's not always because of the price, especially in this particular case, where everybody has gotten used to my shows being on Sunday nights, right?
Yeah.
You know there's going to be a potential for, like, a lot of my usual attendees may not be here, and I've noticed that a lot of the usual guys are not here.
Well, they're doing stuff with their families, or they're getting chores done. You know, everybody's got a life, so you know, everybody on the Rewind, just text us, or actually just email Ruben here.
Yeah, and just so you all know, and the reason we did it this way is simply because Hart had too many pieces, so that a Sunday show would have gone on for way too long.
Oh yeah, too long.
And so we had to split it into two. And so I figured the first show I ever did was like a Saturday afternoon. So I figured maybe we'll just go back to trying that, or whatever it is that you got to do something rather, you know, I guess we could have done 2 weeks in a row, whatever.
Yeah. Well, we may do that again. I mean, it all depends, but you know, maybe the European market guys are going out with their families right now or having dinner. So we don't know.
Yeah. No. Exactly. And Tariq says he texted Alberto as well. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Tariq. Thanks. And you, what do you mean? He meant pictures of Nightwing art. Who
it's me. It's me, I guess.
Oh, he's sending me the, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I do like Nightwing, so, you know.
I do too, actually.
Dick Grayson. Get it? Dick Grayson. Yeah.
I'm a fan of Dick, you know, I will say, I will admit, you know.
All right.
I'm a fan of Dick and Corey, and we all know Corey loves Dick.
Right.
So I like to get art where it shows Corey loving Dick. I mean, I do have pages of that from the Titans, you know.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Teen Titans.
We'll
like
see
those teens.
Yeah. Hart. Matt wants to know, what's your calf name?
Just Hart Rykoff. Riekhof. Simple.
Is it though? Isn't it Hart R?
On
calf? I'm not sure, but I thought it was.
You know, it's been a while since I've been on there. So, no, it's my full name.
Okay.
It's there. I mean,
right. So just look under R-I-E. Look alphabetically. R-I-E.
yeah.
He's probably the only R-I-E there.
Yep, because I before E thing.
Hart buff.
Yeah, but right now all that's there is commissions. So, if you're into commissions, go for it. But anything that is page related is here.
Okay, so let me just rewind a bit for some latecomers. So we've got a couple of latecomers. I want to say, first of all, hello to Ian. Ian has come in. Ian,
Cab is here.
I'll get to you in a second.
Okay.
Cab has just claimed by 8, so let's put that back up. And here we go. So Cab just picked up this one. So yeah.
Thanks, Cab.
08, and this is the beautiful Creeper page.
Right. With great story in it.
Yeah. Great story. Cab, you might want to maybe rewind later a little bit to the point where we talked about the page, so you know a little bit of the background of the story, because I know you're the type of guy who loves the context of the story with the art. So I think that'll make you appreciate it even more. So that's perfect. Okay, so let me get that off. And for you, Ian, just because you just came in, I just want to show you a couple of things that you might be interested in. 2 things. So first, we had a page from the 90s from the Imperial Guard miniseries. Check this out. It's a 3-panel page with awesome action featuring Gladiator, the Praetor of the Imperial Guard, who you know very well, and that's by Chuck Wojtkiewicz. And then after that, we recently just showed this one, which is a Nick Bradshaw piece of Gamora, a commission of Gamora in tight pencils at 11 by 17 full figure from 2009. So 15 years ago. That one's already starting to get vintage as well. So there you go. I don't want to keep it too long for the sake of everybody else, but I figured those are the ones that you might have been texted about by Matt. All right, so there you go. If there's any interest, obviously you know how to get in touch.
Yeah.
Let me get back here real quick and say Ruben has the link to his calf in the. Oh, right. I'm so sorry. See, this is what happens when you.
I was going to say that, but I'm like, I thought you were going to come up with that one.
You should have said it. This is what happens when you're both working on like no hours of sleep.
True. We're both not at our best.
Both of our brains are scrambled. We're not thinking. Yes, everybody down below in the description, the link to Hart's Cap Gallery is right there. Thank you, James. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay.
I'm afraid that somebody's going to say, I'm going to offer $1, and I'm be like, oh yeah, go for it. I don't know what's going on.
Oh my God. Okay. Let's give props. Let's give props to Jason, Southern Comic Geek, for the best comment of the day so far. I figure Ruben is a fan of Nova, Dick Rider.
Oh God.
Oh my God. I forgot. I think that really is his name, isn't it?
Yeah. It is. I believe it is. You're right.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That's awesome. That is so awesome. Okay. I move on from there though.
Too many dicks.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So all the congrats have been and out. Thank you, Comic Art Boss. Yeah. All the congratulations and the congrats. Okay. Very good. All right. Let us move on with the show, everyone. Thank you for the patience.
Rick's asking Cap if he saw the Batlash page. So if you want to pop that up real quick.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Funny because I think that would be something that might be up your alley. So I'm sorry. I apologize to everybody else. We don't typically go back just for one person.
Yeah.
But here you go, Cab. I did think that this might be something that's up your alley. A super affordable Batlash page, an excellent example with Batlash in every single panel, and it is one of the very rare pages you will ever find of Batlash. They're just not found. They're even rarer and harder to find than the Nick Cardy pieces from the Silver Age series. This is from about 10 years later, and it's got just great content with him in every panel, sitting at a card table. and getting the best of the bad guy who thinks he was going to get the best of Batlash.
Right.
So, but anyways, no pressure, but just thought that, yes, somebody mentioned you might like that. And I also think that's kind of something that might be usually up your alley. So there you go. So thank you, everybody. I apologize. Didn't want to go backwards too much, but there you go. So let us move on, everyone. Thank you for your patience. We appreciate it. So the last piece, let's see, we were on so the Gamora, right? So now we move to buy number 10, and for buy number 10 we have Hawkworld again, but this time not Truman, but Graham Nolan, who most of you will remember from that very famous Batman storyline where Bane broke the Batman's back. Inked by Rick Bryant from 1992, also almost over 33 years ago already. So beautiful stuff with Hawkman all over the page. Tell us a little bit about this one, Hart.
So this is from the Hawkworld regular series. So this is Qatar Hall, Hawkman, and he's finding out that there's a plot to blow up these rebels that are underground, and he's the guy that he's interrogating is the guy that spills the beans about what's going to happen to the rebels, and Qatar makes it a mission to go save them, the rebels, that is. So, but I picked this up because A, Hawkman, B, or two, as well the fact that Graham Nolan is the artist. So I love Graham's work, and he did a really great job with the sequence here, and each panel is really nicely done. And Qatar is holding his little punch dagger of his that he's known for, and that's the reason.
Yeah, that's great. Like I said, you obviously typically for a page like this, the buyer is going to be somebody who's already a Hawkman fan,
right? Which I am too.
Yeah, and if you are and you like Hawkworld, I mean, there you go. You can't get much. It's hard to get a better page with the main character in action all over it and all the panels. So. Yeah, beautiful page. It doesn't need to be sort of oversold, right? It's a high level, high quality page. If this is the type of character that you're into, there you go. It's hard to get better than that for less than $300 already. Again, for the price of what standard panel pages from most artists sell for these days, right? And you get vintage, 33 years vintage. So you don't need to say anything else.
And plus, I will say that I love the fact that I've got word balloons on it. That's
a lot of people love that. That does make a difference to a lot of people, for sure. Yeah. So there you go. Okay, thank you, everybody. With that, we're going to go directly into the next piece, and that's Marvel. So we go. I tried to scatter them, back and forth. Marvel, DC, with occasional the few independents that we have. So this next piece is Marvel. It is a really super affordable splash from a modern era comic book from the 2000s. But the original series of these characters, the pages and covers, they sell for tons of money. So this is a bargain. If you like these characters, grab this. Let's check it out.
Yep. This is a Hulk Power Pack issue, and obviously it's the page 1 splash that shows the Power Pack kids, all of them together.
Page 3, technically, it's page 3.
Well, okay, page 3, but it's
the title. It's a title and credit splash.
Yeah, it's a credit splash, and it's got them all there, and they're being arrested by these cops, which I thought was funny because kids being arrested by cops, nothing like that.
That's awesome. Yeah. And look, like I was mentioning, it's self-explanatory. It's a full page splash of the full team. You see them all clearly using their powers.
Right.
That's also more important. Everybody has been seeing at auction for the last few years, panel pages from the original series are in the high 3-figure range. Often,
stupid money.
Right, the covers are many thousands of dollars. Splash pages are into the 4 figures. So it's a nice way to get if you're a Power Pack fan to get a full page splash. a bit more modern or more contemporary than that 80s series. For a ridiculously, for a price that typical panel, a lot of panel pages these days will sell for.
Right.
So,
yeah.
So there you go. Self-explanatory. It's a bargain. So, so that's it. Nice power pack splash, says Matt. Yes, it is indeed. Yeah. So that's it. So okay, perfect. Now let me come back to us. All right.
All right.
Any Power Pack fans watching on Rewind, please reach out to me at ruben.collector@gmail.com if you would like to grab that, and I will put you in touch with Hart. Okay. Now, from there, we go to buy number 12. And for buy number 12, we have I believe this is one of those cult DC series that people love. The character is awesome. Because the costume looks so cool, and so that's why much like Vigilante. The reason so many people love Vigilante pages is because how the design of the costume contrasts with everything else.
Right. Very graphic.
This character is just like that, right?
Yeah.
So let's check that out. Tell us about this one, Hart.
Yeah, sure. It's the Checkmate number 16, page 18. The artists are Rick Hoberg and Al Vey. Yeah. So this one, I read these guys because it was a part of a ongoing series throughout some of the DC titles. It was called the Janus Directive. So this is part 3 of that whole series. So there was something Amanda Waller had done, and a bunch of infighting was happening between the secret organizations and such, and this is just a page where Captain Boomerang, he's doing his thing, and he's always kind of, what would you call him? He's sneaky. He always looks out for himself, right? And one of the knights and Blackthorn and Valentina, I believe her name is, are trying to grab Captain Boomerang and such. And it's got the great center panels of the Knight, which is that costume that I love, because Checkmate was such a nice graphic image. On another side, I believe the original artist for the series was Steve Irwin. Irwin, who passed away last year. Yeah, he passed away last year.
Yeah, Steve Irwin passed away in October.
Yep. So but this was by Rick, so Hoberg, which I believe that's who's just as accomplished artist as Steve was, and I picked it up because I can't find any of these Checkmate pages around. Some people just keep holding on to them.
Yeah, they don't pop up. They don't pop up often, admittedly.
No, they don't.
And that's over the entire time that I've been in the hobby. They have never seemed to just appear very often for whatever reason, Yeah, and they're very popular when they do pop up. This is more or less the price range I tend to see them in when they have a Checkmate in action and certain panels. So yeah. Also, just want to make a quick mention that I also love pages like this where the panel layout is all horizontal, screen, all the way from top to bottom. That also makes nice for the storytelling. So yeah, very cool.
Yeah, and I like the fact that he broke up the panels by having Valentina, I believe, her head outside of the horizontal panel. It's kind of like poking through, and it just kind of adds to the design of it all.
Yeah, very, very, very nice. Very nice. Okay, just wanted to say, yes, congratulations on the engagement, Alberto.
Oh, yeah, Alberto, yeah.
Enhorabuena. And, like Margaret said, James spoiled the surprise. So I don't know if you planned on telling anybody, but I guess since James knows, I guess you did tell some people. So clearly the news was going to get around at some point. And he spoiled your ability to announce it. Let's just say that. Good going, James. Congratulations to you. for spoiling his fun. Yeah. So yeah, congrats and welcome back. Welcome back from your vacation. I hope it was a fun time. Okay. You don't like the Yankee chain, man. Oh man, that's so funny. There we go. Naughty or Nice has just come in. There we go. Lovely. And you see, there you go. Yeah, it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun. You know that. But again, more congratulations. Okay, left some pages for you to claim. There you go. Okay, so let us get on to the next piece, everyone. And from there, I believe the next pieces are a couple of independent.
Right, Dark Horse.
Yeah. So that would be by number, I believe we're on 13 now.
Yep.
From Dark Horse. Yeah, tell us a little bit about this one. 2 in a row, everybody.
So these 2 next pieces are from the series Ghost, who that was brought up by Dark Horse back, I believe, in the 90s. So it features a character. Her name is Alyssa, and she dies, and she has to find out why she died because she comes back as a ghost. And so it's got like these secret organizations, and it's one of Dark Horse's what is it, the main characters that they did for their hero line. Right. Yeah. So this one sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I remember I was out of the hobby at the time that this was being published, but I remember in the early 2000s when I came back in and I started sort of going back to see, okay, what did I miss for the last 8 years, you know? And I heard a lot about this series, and I think it had a lot of attention because Adam Hughes was doing covers to
right. Yep.
You know, one of the series or whatever. And then I understood that first of all, I thought she looked really cool. And I was like, oh, she looks kind of like the Shadow.
The Shadow, yeah, with the guns, yeah.
Right. She's got a couple of guns and she's got the hoodie on or whatever. And from what I understand, it's kind of Shadow-esque.
Yeah, it's that kind of mysterious gun wielding wraith that is seeking revenge kind of storyline. Where she's not really seeking revenge, but she is kind of trying to find out what's going on with how she became what she became, and you know, she finds out her sister is alive and stuff like that. And you know, it was part of the Greatest World series, which I think Dark Horse did. That also included Barbed Wire. Remember Barbed Wire?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I think that was the universe that Dark Horse was trying to build as their hero universe.
Okay. Thank you. And just wanted to say, I did wanted to mention because I was waiting to mention it, but Rick, since I'll give Rick credit since he has already posted the comment that we wanted to mention that the inker is Steve Moncues, who is the creator of the Fish Police. That's
Fish Police,
from the 80s.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rick. And Comics Greatest World. That's really what it was called.
Greatest World. Yeah. Greatest World. Yeah.
Oh, it's so weird. Okay.
Which is a weird thing to say, you know, Dark Horse calling it that, but you know, it's
yes, you know. Okay, so we got a weird comment here from Comic Art Boston. Let me get this off the screen first of all, and let me come back here. So Comic Art Boston says, Ruben, can I get the cat piece for Alberto as an engagement present? And then Alberto says, ha, thanks, but no need. And then just a small gesture. Okay. Yes, you may. Let me go back to it. So we just confirm. Can you please confirm, Cab, that you are picking up this? This is what you want to get for Alberto as a small gift for his engagement. Okay. So please, I'll leave this up. While you here, and I'll put this. I'll put this comment. And yes, okay. I have just asked him if this is what he wants to get him as a gift.
Thank you, Cab, and congratulations, Alberto.
Yeah, and there you go. He says yes. So there you go. Ever the true gentleman. There you go. And excellent. So this one has been taken up. So I will jot that down.
I'm just going to say, Cab, I'm getting remarried, and I've been looking at a Porsche.
And
midlife crisis. Wait, I'm past that. What am I saying?
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, let me also mark down that it's, let's see here, Rick. And this one is by Cab for Alberto. And okay, and this one. Okay, perfect. So we jotted it down. Thank you. And thanks, Cab. I am touched, my friend. And there you go. Okay, you should be. And what's a fish police? Do they arrest people for especially vicious crimes? They do. Good one.
Against,
I like that one.
Against sushi.
And I did want to not skip over. Carl, what's up, buddy? Afternoon. All just popped in for a quick hello. Busy morning at softball and t-ball. Now on to the next thing. Haha. Hope the sale is going well. I'll tune in tomorrow night. Sounds good, buddy. Have a good day. Have a good weekend.
Yep. Have a good one.
And okay. Have fun missing all the Superman art. And let's see what else we got here. Okay, some congratulations. I was going to offer half and flip it to Alberto.
That's Marcus for you.
There you go. That's a friend. Good stuff, Cab. Congrats, Alberto. And then thanks, Carl's collection. And then that's awesome, Cab. Congrats again. And they're always checking who is sleeping with the fishes. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. So let us get that off the screen. Okay. And I jotted that one down. Excellent. Now, let us move on to the next piece, shall we?
Yep.
Okay, so so that was the first part of the Ghost. And now look at the second part of the Ghost piece with an excellently boobage shot of Ghost. So this might be a little bit more up the alley of those who like either ghosts or boobs.
Yeah, well, that too. And there's a character called King Tiger with her. That's the guy with the bow and arrow. He's part of that World's Greatest Comics series too.
Okay.
I think he was more like a mystical, like martial artist. So this is part of like a crossover deal where he kind of jumps into the Ghost series because there's some demons running around that are hurting people, and she's trying to catch them, and he helps her out. So, and it's got boobage. You're right. Yeah, yeah. Demon and boobage.
By boobage, we mean the excellent cleavage. For those of you not into man boob speak, we figure we should clarify.
Well, there's both. You got tigers and hers, so there's both.
Yeah,
just in case.
Yeah.
Equal opportunity.
Exactly. You get the best of both worlds. So
yeah,
you can never go wrong with that. So there you go. As Rick admits, the perfect shot. So there you go.
Yeah.
And Margaret says, you gotta love me for saying what everyone's thinking. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Margaret. And Margaret, you know how I am. So I know that there are ladies in the audience, and yet I keep it classy, it's
always.
It's I try. I try. You know that.
I bring it down though. I take it the less classy route.
Right.
That's why you're my yin to my yang, right?
Right. There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'll blame the bad stuff on you always, and I'll
always.
Exactly.
I'm the bad one.
Exactly. Okay, everybody. So we'll go on to the next page. The next piece, I should say. The next piece is by 15. It is an X-Men related piece, not published. It is again part of Hart's commission experience over as many years in the hobby. A very cult-like following to this character. So there are actual collectors of her published art, and there are even people who like collecting her commissions of her. Yeah. Whether those people or any one of those people are here today, I don't know. But if anybody knows of those people, please text them and let them know. It's a cheap piece, but beautiful. And so I would love to get a fan of this character to put this into their collection. So check this one out.
So this is Magic, everybody's favorite New Mutant. And if you just do a search on Magic on CAF, you'll find like thousands of commissions on her. So, but this is done by Anthony Carpenter, who's an artist out there that does tiki art. And that's what he's mainly known for. But I asked him to do Magic, and he did a really tight piece. It's just super tight, a lot more than most pencilers do. And it's beautiful. And I really love the sword. The sword was Anthony's idea. So he did that version of the sword, or his version of the sword. And of course, the armor that she manifests, because she's that magic side of her. I believe she controls hell or something. Is that?
Don't ask me to explain what.
It's kind of complicated. I remember she Inferno, or whatever you want to call the hell that Marvel created.
Look, James, if you're still there listening, please feel free to pop in a comment and let us answer that question. Let us know exactly what her power is. And look at that, we got Murdoch who popped in.
Oh, Limbo.
And he's buying it.
Oh, hey. Nice Murdoch.
Thank you, Murdoch.
Southern Comic Geek said Limbo, and thank you very much for that. But yeah, what I didn't remember is why the armor was in pieces sometimes, because some parts would come on, some parts would not. And I think it has to do with her full power in Limbo. You know, when she took ownership, she has all her armor on. But this is great because it's got the Mutants costume with it, which I always thought was cool, because New Mutants had a cohesive costume, right? You know,
cohesive, yes.
Yeah, cohesive. Yeah,
I always loved it.
Yeah,
it's got a, I don't know. There was always something about it. Even all these decades later, I still feel like it's nice. I like to see that outfit, that costume.
Yeah. Yeah, black and yellow. It's like a Hornets pattern, right? It's or simple, color configuration. Yeah,
simple, but the configuration, how it's really nice, and I find it ages well. It never gets to me. It just doesn't. It never feels like it's out of date. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you looked at some of the X-Men costumes in the past, it's like sometimes they got really crazy. I mean, Jim Lee made some of the costumes really complicated for other artists to take on. But this stuff was who's the one that created New Mutants? The designs for their was it?
Well, I mean, the original costumes were just the original X-Men costumes,
right? But I mean, the New Mutants one was illustrated by who? I forget.
Oh, Bob McLeod.
Bob McLeod, yeah, and Bob McLeod kept it simple too. I mean, he still kept it to the X-Men originals. I understand that, but I think it's good that they didn't change the team too much costume-wise, because the personalities came through in the story, right?
Yes. Yes. Speaking of you guys talking about tiki artists, like Matt says, tiki artists love Limbo.
Oh.
CJ, one of our very own friends here, CJ Design, is a tiki artist of some renown. Check him out on Instagram. And he does a series of illustrations of tikis with beautiful nude women. Those are always fun to see. So check them out. CJ, let everybody know where they can find your what the exact, because I can't. So many platforms, I can't remember everybody's different names on every platform. I think you're at CJ Design, but I'm not sure. So you're welcome. Yeah. But pop in your Instagram name just to be sure. I know that everybody knows what it is, so they can check you out. Okay, so thank you again, Murdoch, and
congrats, Murdoch.
As I said, I will Murdoch for you. So let me see who. So we got Rick. So Rick, I already have your address. I believe Alberto. Okay, that's not. Yeah, okay. You probably should have yours as well. And Cab. Murdoch, I don't. So Murdoch, just please, if you don't mind, at the end of the show, at some point later today, email me. Okay, here. Let me see. Here. Email me here. And you know what? It's probably hold on. It's probably easier if I don't do the scroll. And here, let me do this. All right, there you go. Email me here, please, Murdoch, and with your address, include a phone number, please. Yeah, and then I will invoice you. Okay, and that's it. So there you go. Thank you very much. And let me jump back in here. Matt says, I prefer Kitty Pryde in the black and yellow suit to her Shadowcat trench coat. Me too.
Yeah, me too.
It's classic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will, of course, pay the postage for Alberto's piece as well. Thanks for saying that. Somebody's got to pay the postage.
Right.
So, Cab, I think given that you willingly chose to buy it for him, I would think you would also be understanding that you'd have to pay the postage to get it to him as well. But yes, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, there you go. So thank you, CJ. Yes, at CJ_. See, that's why I always have to ask. You never know. On every platform, it changes.
Design 66.
CJ_design 66. Right. Okay. Thanks, bud. All right. So I got everything down. Everything's good. All right. Let's keep the party rolling here. And let's see. Okay. So we go from by 15. So now the next piece is by 16. And Hart, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about this piece?
All right. This is Green Lantern number 124, page 10, by Daryl Banks and Andy Smith. It features Kyle Rayner imprisoned by the controllers. That's the guy in the corner. Controllers are an alien race that they like to control other beings in the universe. Of course, who doesn't, right? But this issue is they put him under like a Matrix-like world where they're trying to change his mind and brainwash him into being one of their puppets. So he's just been caught by the controllers. He's been plugged into the machine, and he's about to get thrown into this world where he can be brainwashed. And the issue is kind of about him trying to get out of the Matrix world. And that's about it. I love the fact that the controller in the corner, the way that he has that evil scientist kind of vibe to him, and it's the shadows are really nicely done on the face and the hands.
Yes, I agree. Absolutely.
Margaret, nude bondage.
A live claim show staple. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nude bondage. Exactly. If you're a Kyle Rayner fan and you like the nudity, there you go. You're all set. Aliens always got to be into the weirdest thing. That's true. So are the Japanese, though. So when you're talking about especially sex-related stuff. So I'm just putting that out there.
Oh, okay. New information for me, Ruben. I've never heard of that.
No. Okay.
No. You're teaching me stuff. I'm going to Japan.
And you're going to Japan. to where you've already been, so which means you already should know what I'm talking about.
No, I was just looking at the pagodas and the shrines. That's all I was doing. Yeah.
The bonsai trees, I'm sure.
Yeah, the bonsai trees. They're very small, and you have to really pay attention to them. Yeah.
Scouring the country looking for Daniel LaRusso, perhaps.
Yeah. Perhaps.
Yeah. Okay. All right, everyone. So the next piece is going to be by number 17. And for by number 17, we have a Canadian artist. I believe it is a Canadian artist of some renown, currently being represented by Felix Liu under the Felix Liu art umbrella of artists. And this is shockingly, I can't believe this run was already from like 15 whatever years ago. But okay, let's show them this and tell us a little bit about this action pack page, Hart.
All right, so this is a battle page from Ultimate Spider-Man 125, and it features Electro and Spidey fighting it out in the city, and it's just pure Stuart Immonen and his favorite inker, Wade von Grabadger.
Wade von Grabadger, yeah.
Grabadger. Okay. Which you should know them by the Next Wave series from Marvel, which is very popular among collectors. I actually used to have some of the Next Wave pages and sold them years ago. Yeah, that was a great series too. And when I saw Stuart doing Spidey, his style is so cool and very graphic, and this kind of mimics this does mimic the battles that Spidey and Electro had in the movie, but way before the movie ever came out.
Right.
So if you like Spidey, and most people do, and a battle page, this is yours.
Yep. Spidey and Stuart Immonen, both very, very popular.
Yeah.
And
it's horizontal, just like you like the imagery, right?
Yes, absolutely. And Alberto says, if it's under Felix Lu, then it must be worth $7,000 or more. Wink, wink. Well, thankfully, I don't know if that's true or not, but thankfully, when it comes from Hart, it's only $7.25.
I price them fairly. I don't price them crazy, I think.
No, $5.25. No, that's a pretty normal, affordable price for a 15-year-old Spider-Man action page against one of his major villains by a very popular artist. So yeah, nothing wrong with that price at all. So for sure. Okay, so that's number 17. The next piece is going to be by number 18, and for that we switch to DC. And here we go. Tell us a little bit about this one. This is a bit more vintage, early 80s. Here we go.
Joe Staton.
Yeah, I always said Staton, but over the last few years, I've heard a lot of people saying Staton. I've never heard Joe himself say it, so I don't know what it is. Yeah.
And I'm probably butchering his inker, Mike Macklin.
Macklin, yeah.
Macklin. Oh, good thing I didn't butcher it. This is the Justice League when they had a different team consisting of various characters like Vibe and Gypsy, and the character here is the female character is Fury, who's I believe the daughter of Earth 2's Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor, right?
Yeah,
Trevor, right. So this is featuring Commander Steel being tortured by Mechanique, who's this robot that is in the series as well. And Fury is coming to save Commander Steel.
Yeah.
So another nude image, I guess. I guess I got a theme going. I don't know why.
Yeah, more nude, more male nudity.
Nudity all over the place. But it has all the action text as well as the word balloon. So that's another reason why it's so nice to see everything all in one piece.
Yeah, it's cool. It's got a little shot of that's Steel, the original Steel, not the Force Superman,
right?
Reign of Superman Steel. That's the original Steel being tortured up in the first panel, and you even get a little cameo of him in his costume in the top corner of that panel. So that's cool.
Yeah,
and Mechanique. So anybody who remembers, these Infinity Inc. characters, and from that era. Knows Mechanique, and so
she's like that Metropolis kind of Fritz Lang kind of character. Inspired by Fritz Lang. But the fact that Fury's in there is really nice, and she takes care of business, although she's getting her butt kicked right there.
and we all know how much collectors hate when the hero's being defeated. But it's true. But a lot of them do. They literally will not buy pages if they show that the hero is getting if the villain's getting the upper hand on the hero, they won't buy it.
But why? Because it's just part of the story. I mean, it makes for great drama.
I know, but whatever. You've got to talk to them and ask them.
Okay, I'll have to ask them. It's everybody chime in, please, because I don't understand that. The story is vital to the imagery, right? It's
believe me,
but it's just I digress.
I get it.
Yeah.
I don't get them, whatever. But again, yeah, it's listen. I know if you're paying for a cover that's many, many thousands of dollars, and the hero is getting, say, defeated, and you don't really see a great image of the hero, that I kind of understand, because I don't know, let's say his back is to you, plus he's crumpled on the ground. Then it's like, okay, you don't really see him, and you're paying thousands of dollars. I get that to some degree, right? I get that.
Okay.
But on a panel page, I mean, I don't know. It's just whatever. She's in action. Fury's jumping in one panel, so you still see her.
Yeah.
The other one, you still see her good, but okay, so she takes a blast from the building, but you still see her well. So who cares? It's part, like you said, it's part of the story, right? So,
right. And to the fact of what you mentioned about the cover, the way I see it is the cover inspires you to buy the comic. So you see the hero in dire distress or whatever, and that makes you go, hey, is it really going to happen? But then in the issue, you find out at the end or towards the ending that they win. They defeated the bad guy and they just move on. And so that cover is kind of misleading, but it's also enticing at the same time for a person to pick it up, the comic, that is.
Like Margaret says, I've got nothing against art with hero being defeated. It creates drama, intrigue, investment.
Yep, exactly.
There you go. And
it's like, look at Superman. How many times has Superman been defeated, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And like Rick says, the hero always makes a comeback eventually, even if you don't see it on the art on that page, for sure.
Right. Yeah.
Alberto says, hey, I'll take those pages if they're cheaper, and they certainly are, right? I mean, if that had more of those characters on the page and defeating the villains or whatever, it's probably like $900 or whatever. It's all commensurate with the content, right?
Yeah.
So there you go. Okay. Thank you, everyone. From there, we go to the next one will be by 19. And for that, come on, everybody, you Marvel and you Avengers and you Thor fans.
Thor fans.
Except Thor's not really the centerpiece here, but
Thor's somebody else.
Yeah, let's check this out. More boobage, maybe. A beautiful, good girl art piece here. So let's check that out.
So this is Thor number 40, featuring everybody's favorite witch, I guess, or sorceress, enchantress.
Enchantress, yeah.
Yeah. So in this sequence, Enchantress has disguised herself as one of Thor's human friends or compatriots, and she uses this mirror to change back to her original form, and she's got a monologue going, and this gentleman that shows up in the doorway, and he says, "Oh, I knew it's you, Enchantress," and he puts his hand in on the mirror too, and he reveals that who he is. This is the sequence of the end of the issue. It shows that your favorite character, the Executioner, shows up because he was dead, right? So she didn't believe that he was. She believed that he was dead, and in the next panel, it's a piece of him showing up and undisguising himself.
Yeah, and by the way, it's another Stuart Immonen piece. Where are the Stuart Immonen fans out there?
Yeah,
come on.
This is classic Immonen. Yeah,
the beautiful women fans. Where are you all today? But
they must be in Europe or in Japan.
It's yes, probably. And Rick says it's green art for 420. There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
There's a lot of green in there.
Yeah, but that's really cool. I really like the fact that I appreciate you mentioning that, Hart. The fact that guy there is actually Scourge, the Executioner, coming back to life in disguise and then coming back to life.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Alberto says, I think Scott Koblish is a great inker. He doesn't seem to get enough credit, but he's done some great work over a lot of different pencils.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Because I think Wade wasn't available at the time that Stuart was doing work on Thor.
Yeah.
It's really nicely inked, and the layout is really nice because everything kind of flows into the last panel of her eyes being surprised by the reveal.
Yeah. And already, again, that I can't believe that run is already almost a quarter of a century ago. 2001, like that. I was like, what?
Does that make us old? Does that make us really old?
It makes us pretty old, I would think.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm feeling.
The older I get, the faster time keeps flying, and I'll tell you that much.
Well, you almost didn't wake up, so you're getting that this morning.
Yes. Very much. Yeah. It's like I felt like Rip Van Winkle.
Yeah, there you
go. Okay, everybody. Let us go to the next piece. So that is by number 20. And for this one, a page featuring a character from one of my favorite superhero TV shows. If you're like me and you like fun, if you just want fun in your comics and fun in your comic book TV shows, I think you would, if you haven't seen it, I think you would like this TV show. And this is a piece that predates the TV show.
Right.
So let's take a look at that.
All right. This is JSA 32 by Peter Snejbjerg, if I say it right.
Yeah.
It features both Stargirl, your favorite, and mine, and Jakeem Thunder, who's the new holder of the Thunderbolt. They're walking through the trophy room of the JSA house, and that's the reason why I bought it, because I love trophy room kind of scenes where you see like the memorabilia of defeated heroes or even the heroes that have passed. Like if you look on the right side, top right side, you'll see the Golden Age Sandman's costume.
That's awesome.
Then you see the Shining Knight's sword on the other side, and you see a little bit, I believe it's Hawkwoman costume, full costume, but it's kind of obscured by a little bit of a glass. And then you've got a nice painting of Starman, classic Golden Age Starman, which kind of mimics why Stargirl is walking, because she's the inheritor of the Star Staff, right?
Yeah.
And it's a fun piece because it just shows two heroes in a normal setting, just having fun, going through a history of the team. And the last panel kind of shows more memorabilia, but the focus is Black Adam and Atom Smasher talking about how they're not happy with the team, and Black Adam wants to create his own team, and he's trying to lure Atom Smasher into his point of view and join his team. Yeah. And then you have also in the background behind them, you've got a tribute to the Golden Age. I believe it's the cover of Justice Society, or what was it? It's the original cover to those characters, Golden Age Sandman and Hawkman and so forth.
I also want to mention, as Cab tells you, Hart, you have some fantastic artwork.
Oh, thanks, Cab.
I wanted to mention also that there are some very hardcore dedicated fans of Stargirl who really love her appearances and artwork that features her. And pages, for those of you who don't know, Peter Snejbjerg is represented by Albert Moy. He had most of the pages from this series that he has had over the years is long gone.
Right.
I believe he only has maybe a page left, maybe one or two pages left. None featuring Stargirl anymore.
Because she's a popular character. She really is. I mean, I think she after Starman was revitalized by Tony Harris, and then that character moved the mantle over to Stargirl. Everybody jumped on board with Stargirl, All Star. That's CJ. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
It's I especially like the fact that they made the Star mantle a less serious, like Starman was. So she's fun, she's youthful, and she just has a better, happier attitude towards being a hero. She enjoys being that hero. Not to say that she doesn't have tragedy in her story, because she does. In the story that follows and so forth. But it just shows a good slice of life of a hero at downtime.
Yeah, and for those of you who never tried it out, I highly recommend watching or at least trying out the Stargirl TV series. That was my actual introduction to the character, and then I looked into her background a bit with the help of some collector friends, and they told me that she first came out in a series called Stars and Stripe.
Yep.
Which had been collected. The entire series didn't last too long, maybe 18 issues or 17 or something like that. Mm-hmm. All collected into one thick trade paperback. I bought that. I really loved it. So that was a lot of fun too. But yeah, either try that out. I highly recommend that. So it's just, again, if you like fun comics, a lot of comics are very serious.
Yep.
Right. But if you want fun, she's just a fun character. So definitely recommend checking her out either in her series or, as I said, check out the TV series. Check out the first episode. You might like it. It's just a lot of fun. I thought it was a lot of fun. So there you go. Okay. There you go. Mr. Red Jack Brian concurs that the Stargirl TV series was fantastic. There you go. Yeah, it was fun. I really liked it. So a lot of fun, and you get to see a lot of the JSA characters being introduced into the series season by season, and and the villains as well. So I just thought it was a lot of fun. Alberto says, I never quite got into the Stargirl TV show. I enjoyed the first few seasons of Arrow and Flash. I'll have to give it a shot. Like I said, give it a shot, give it a fair chance, watch the first few episodes at least. I just think it's fun. I think it's really fun. There you go. Okay. All right. So, everyone, thank you for that. We go to the next piece. The next piece is by number 21. And for that, we have Marvel again, and it is this cool page.
Yeah, it's Marvel Adventures featuring Hulk and Doctor Strange fighting Dormammu, his classic villain.
Yeah, half of the Defenders fighting him.
Yeah. So this scene shows Doctor Strange weaving casting a spell or whatnot that safeguards Hulk and Rick Jones from being taken over or possessed by Dormammu's spirit. So unfortunately, Rick Jones's monkey friend is not protected, and Dormammu enters that body. And you got a nice shot of the green guy up there with Doctor Strange, and a nice side profile of Dormammu, being his maniacal self.
Yes. And just want to mention that this is early career artwork by the man now known as DNA, David Nakayama.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, very popular artist nowadays. And the ink by Gary Martin, well known for a lot of stuff, in particular Steve Rude on Nexus.
Right.
Among many other things.
One of Mike NSN's favorite people that does his commissions,
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Gary Martin does a lot of commissions, and
very nice.
NSN Art has commissioned them many times. Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. So very, very lovely artwork, I find. And some nice imagery there with the Doctor Strange and Hulk and Dormammu. With the spell weaving and everything. Yeah, it looks really cool. And tomorrow night's show we'll have another page from this issue.
Right.
It's the same issue.
Yeah, it's the following piece. It's the following page.
The next page.
Well, I mean, the next sequence page of the storyline. So it is what happens to his monkey, Rick Jones's monkey,
right,
while he's possessed. So it's very nice too. So, and both are affordable, as a piece together.
Yes. Yeah. Very well. Yeah. Listen, it's already almost 20 years old. The page, it's only $250, whatever. That's, like I said, that's what I mean. Most random artists for an issue coming out today will charge for a page like this with Hulk and Doctor Strange on it, right?
Right.
A famous villain like Dormammu. So it's like it's being priced for the content and with no extra added money for the fact that it's already kind of vintage, with almost 20 years ago. So there you go.
Good intro page for beginning collectors.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Shock the monkey. Yeah, exactly.
That's Rick.
Today is the Infinity War of Ruben shows. Tomorrow is Endgame. There you go. Thanks, man. Okay. From there,
Cab just said that I have to restrain myself today, otherwise I will buy too much. Come on, Cab. You don't buy that much, do you?
Yeah, you don't buy a lot. Buy some more. Buy some more.
Yeah.
We all know, when you can't help yourself, you will still claim anyway. So we know.
And this is for you, Cab, too, right? We're here for you.
But feel free to reach out to Hart for anything that you may like that doesn't get claimed. And
right.
He's not going to go and immediately sell it on another platform, probably.
Yeah.
So,
no.
if you need some time, and I know, by the way, I should tell you, Hart, just FYI, having dealt with Cab for decades, when he needs time payments, he's one of the few people I make exceptions for because
I'll keep that in mind. That's great.
He's so reasonable. He's not, let me pay you in several months from now. No. He's very reasonable. So
you mean he doesn't do I'll pay you $5 every 2-3 weeks
for the next 20 years? Yeah.
That's I've known a few people that tried that, That's always interesting.
Exactly. So there you go. And he's saying,
thanks,
Hart,
Cap.
this is testimony for quality of a collection. There you go.
Thank you, Cap.
But yeah, if there's anything, like you said,
this is my direction is to shrink my collection down to 25. I know that's crazy to think that, right? But that's my aim. So anybody that wants to reach out to us, please do, because this is the way that I want to go. It's down to 25 from the 200 plus or whatever I've got left,
Trying to whittle it down. So
yep. And I'm here for it.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'd be here berating you and cursing your name all the time. But wait, that's not different from any other day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
From you, anyways. So okay, I wanted to. No, you shouldn't. Please keep more artwork. But I know you want him to do that, but when somebody feels it's time to get out or whittle down. You got to encourage them. If that's what they want to do, you got to encourage them. You can't be trying to make them feel guilty, telling them to keep their artwork.
Yeah.
If it's time, it's time. And when they know it's time, you got to try to encourage them the same way that you will encourage people who want to be collecting and chasing after whatever they're chasing after. You encourage them to get more pieces, and you commend them for finding pieces. So too should you encourage them to, sell their stuff when they want to get out and sell their stuff,
Yeah, and to make a joke, my shrinkage is your
benefit.
Your benefit. Yeah. I'm about shrinkage right now. So at 50 plus years old,
Yeah. He's telling you that 25 is too few.
I appreciate it, but I'm doing it for reasons because I want to direct myself in other areas such as travel and such, So it's all for a good cause. So and benefit towards everybody that is out in the collecting market.
And Margaret wants to know, does she remember that you had a bunch of pages from the Cartoon Legion comic? I'd be down to buy some of those.
Well, let's talk. I do have them. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do have them. Yeah.
She may be remembering you. Okay.
Okay. Well,
Hey, look,
good memory, Margaret.
We finally got one person doing the right thing, encouraging you, saying, "Good for you, Hart." Thank you, Karen. Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks, Karen.
Not the one person not trying to guilt you.
Well, I mean, everybody likes Hart shrinkage.
Yeah. It's hard to part. Even when you're ready to part, it's hard. You do feel guilt.
It's hard or heart. And I don't know what your puns are maybe getting bad.
Yes. I'm not trying to be punny or anything.
Exactly. Yeah.
Marcus wants to know, you mean gas money travel? Well, kind of. He wants to
I mean, it's all about, you know, your life path. I mean, not to be, you know, Zen-like or meditational. It's just focus has changed, right? Collecting changes, as well as, you know, one time you're collecting pens, artwork, you're collecting shoes, whatever it is. After a while, the zeal, the thrust of it all kind of goes away, and you're kind of like, okay, I have a different focus now.
Yeah,
let's say that. Yeah,
that's it. There you go. And it eventually it happens to most, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I mean, but it benefits everybody else down the pipeline. I mean, this art is not going to go into my
grave
casket, right? The grave. It's going to go on to the kids, maybe, or, you know, somebody that will benefit and enjoy it. And the enjoyment of art is knowing that it goes towards a good home, and the person that receives it will enjoy it for a period of time until they move it along, or they keep it. It's up to that person, you know, where the destination of the art is. Nobody knows, right?
Oh, no. A handful. 4 or 5, Cat. 4 or 5. He says, I just like Hart. Okay. Most of us don't have.
He just likes my shrinkage. That's
you like. Oh, that's a bad pun. Matt, anytime. It's always fun. To me, it's like a show and tell. Whether you sell stuff, it doesn't sell, whether people are buying or not buying. To me, it's always fun. Anytime you want to come on and sell off your collection, you let me know. We can do it together and have some fun. After a while, it's all collecting dust. That's very true.
Yeah.
There you go. And rest in peace, Margaret's Bank, even further. There you go. But Murdoch, I don't know if you like Stargirl. I know you like commission sketches and that type of art. This next piece.
Next piece, yeah.
This next piece, again, another sort of cheap giveaway type piece. Really beautiful Stargirl piece. Let's check this one out. It is by number 22, everyone. So cue it up if you want. Here we go.
All right, this is Stargirl, obviously, by Mike Lopez, whose claim to fame, and he worked for Jim Lee at Wildstorm for a while, and he also did the artwork for the Elsa Bloodstone series for Marvel. So that was one of his series that he worked on. I commissioned. What was that?
A page Hart of the Elsa, the Bloodstone miniseries by Mike Lopez, a page which recently sold for $3,800 or $3,600. Very recently, yeah, crazy.
Well, I don't think I'm going to price that this Stargirl at that price. So, maybe I'm crazy. But no, I commissioned this from Mike, and he did a bang up job. He added extra to it. It was originally just going to be a pencil, and he went above and beyond, and he gave me this, and I was very much pleased with it. And it's on a tan Canson paper, like a brownish kind of tint, but he added all the markers and the white graphite, or not graphite, but white charcoal pencil pieces with the stars and this halo around her, or the aura, whatever the lineage. But yeah, it's a great piece. It's one of my favorites that he did for me.
Murdoch says that he wants us to know that the headlights are on. Yeah, she forgot to turn them off, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Alberto says that the Mike Lopez is great. He did a commission for me years and years ago, and it is incredible. Okay,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's
again,
he gave a lot more than he got price wise. So
this is dirt cheap. It's just clearly we don't have a particular Stargirl collector in these. Right. That's all that is. But otherwise, I mean, it's a giveaway. So
maybe after some people watch the TV show, maybe we'll get a few buyers after that. So everybody go see the TV show.
There you go. Exactly. Comic Art Boston just said, Hart, I will try to attend tomorrow's sale and may circle back for some of the pieces today.
Oh, please do.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ken.
Excellent. All right. Now, for those of you who may be X-Men related, fans.
Oh, yeah.
James probably left with the family. for the day. But for those of you who, and I know James is actually not only an X-Men fan, but I know, James, you're also a fan of this character, as a lot of people are fans of this particular character. So for those of you who are X-Men fans, 90s fans, and fans of this particular X-Men villain, this is for you. So let's check this out. It's by 23, by the way. So it's BUY-23. And FYI for everybody else, this is the fourth to last page for the sale. It's 4 pieces left, 3 after this one. So let's check this one out. Why don't we?
All right. This is Mutant X from the 90s. Issue number 4, page 20 splash by Cary Nord and Andrew Pepoy.
Yeah, Canadian artist Cary Nord. Just want to say.
Yeah, I didn't know this about Cary being Canadian. So I think I found out, I think from Mike at one point, NSN Art, that is. Yeah. But it features everybody's favorite Goblin Queen, who's, just...
A Spectre page, Scott. A Spectre page is what you might have missed.
Oh,
we'll show it to you. We'll show it to you later if you're sticking around. But yeah, sorry about that.
No. So this scene is features Havoc with his son, who's the Goblin Queen's son, being attacked by some demons, and she comes in to stop the demons from chomping on Havoc and his son. So that's a really nice splash page of Goblin Queen. That's what I bought it for. Having Havoc in the side is pretty much a bonus. And then a little bit of demons all over with the Goblin Queen kind of fits.
Yeah, come on, everybody. I think even if we have a X-Men fan, Goblin Queen fan. And they didn't claim it yet. I have a feeling they're secretly telling themselves, yeah, but her boobs don't look big enough. I bet you anything. I bet you there's somebody out there staring at this right now thinking that, Well,
I don't know what to say about that. It's I've never had the problem of saying there's not enough, I guess.
Yeah. Anyways, Margaret just wants to know. Margaret wants you to know that she emailed you about the Allegiance stuff.
Oh, thank you, Margaret. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Jeffrey C is talking about the shrinkage. He's talking about the boobage, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Some things shrink, some things don't.
The moon looks full to Rick, though.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Rick.
No, I think it's very nice. So whatever.
It's a very nice piece. Yeah.
Please spread the word to your X-Men friends and your specifically Goblin Queen friends if you have any out there. So there you go.
I mean, 90s X-Men is popular.
Yes. Full page flash. There you go. Spotlight on the headlights. Thank you, Marcus.
Yes. Yeah. Not the van headlights, just headlights.
I will say I like boobage as much as anyone else. But in all honesty, I am not that particular. What I love about boobs is the wide variety of shapes and sizes that they come in. So I'm very particular to even like the smaller ones, the medium ones. It's all about the shape and the look of them all in general. So
okay,
I'm not.
I didn't know where you were going with this one. I think your lack of sleep is getting to you a little bit.
No. I just wanted to say, and Mike apparently is loving it. But no. I actually. I can get all hot and bothered about the smaller ones too. Like so. It's
all right. Okay.
Depends on what the look they look like.
All right.
So
I go for content. I'm sorry. That's mine is about the story of the page and what's involved in there. So maybe if it has boobage, I guess that's a bonus. But for the most part, it's story driven. So I like that story driven angle.
Yes. Now some insinuations are coming in. Now I'm trying to say I'm a butt guy. I am that too. But no, I was referring to the boobs in general. Karen has it right. Exactly. I do not discriminate. Exactly. I love them all. I just love boobs in general. I love them all. once you've seen one, you want to see them all. Exactly. There you go. There's a lot of
is that true? I don't know. I can't verify that. you don't have me on that one.
Okay, all right. Margaret thinks I'm a leg man now. I like that too, for sure. Yeah, I'm all about all the body, top to bottom. Let's just say that. I like
the full package. Okay, the full Monty, right?
Yes. Karen had the best. So I don't discriminate. There you go. That's why I love variety. That's what you can say. Southern Comedy, the variety channel. See, he's got it. He understands.
Okay.
Art, movie,
all right.
And
so we should do a commission boobage only show in the future.
Hey, listen. This is the American superhero, predominantly superhero comic book community. It's hard for it not to be all about boobage ultimately anyway.
True, yes. Yeah.
You don't have to try hard for that to happen, you know. Look at Cap. We're embarrassing him. He wants us to move on. Let's move on.
It was a booby trap. Nice one, Cap.
No discrimination. Exactly.
And Marcus is USA chanting. Okay, I think we've diverged so far that we need to get back on track.
Even Cab is getting in on the fun now.
Yeah, I know.
It was a booby trap. It was.
I'm with Cab. Next, please. So let's.
USA. There we go.
Don't forget. My wife may eventually see these shows, and there'll be black eyes all over, and I'll have lumps on my head.
I had hoped that your wife was more open to your love of comic book.
Oh, okay, all right.
You know, I mean, she knows you're a collector of comic book art from comic books. She should know you're into the boobage. Come on.
Okay, all right, okay. Well, all I can see in my mind is her rolling her eyes and saying, "You did what?" And Ruben said what?
Oh, and I apologize, Danielle. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to encourage the boobage talk, whatever.
There you go.
Okay, there we go. All right. Let us move on then, everyone. A couple of pieces to go, 3 pieces maybe.
All right. Yep. 24. Number 24. This is one of my favorites. You know, it's a little bit on the side, more story driven, more interesting, and artist art.
Yes.
Artists.
Yeah. I love this one. Yeah, one of my favorites as well. So let's check this one out. By 24, Star Spangled War Stories, everybody, by the legendary Doug Wildey. He of the Johnny Quest fame from the 1960s. A fabulous, again, another artist whose work there's not a lot of out there. And it's just super cheap for a Doug Wildey page from this era. Go ahead and take it away. I can keep talking about it, but it's your piece. You talk about it.
Right. This is the Unknown Soldier. The story goes where he's infiltrated the Nazi hierarchy, and one of the generals of the Nazi party has hidden a detonator somewhere in the city that will blow up the Allies when they're parachuting down. So. Unknown Soldier disguises himself as this general's confidant, and the general goes to the detonator to try to make sure that it's still working. And Unknown Soldier kills him, and it's a really nice scene of the detail that Doug puts in the first panel is just beautifully done. All those beams and the distressed look is amazing. And then you got this nice...
all the wreckage of the building.
The wreckage. You have this nice circular design. And this is where my graphic design
background
preference comes in, because I like really good designed layouts and panels that work. And that close-up shot of Unknown Soldier with the general, it's just like really puts you into the scene. And then you see the bombers with the parachutists, whatever they are, right?
Yeah.
They're about to land into a territory that's been mined with explosives. So you have beautifully rendered planes accurately, if I may say.
Just so you know, Hart, they're officially. It's, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, but it's Cab picked it up. It's he's buying.
Oh, okay. Sorry, didn't see it. I'm talking about how much I like this page. So
okay, I even when it sells, I like people to know a little bit about the art. We can inform them and educate people. That's fine. But to make it official, the name for those types of military guys are paratroopers.
Paratroopers. Sorry. I apologize to all the parachutist paratroopers that I've misaligned. But so anyway, the way that Doug handled that the air scene in the center panel is just beautifully done, and that's one of the main draws for me. Is the layout of the panels was exquisitely done. The airplanes were done exquisitely, and the fact that it has a Nazi person get shot was a bonus to me. It's like, and it personifies who the unknown soldier is. He's the guy that will take care of business, and he's very much, in the mix of it all.
And as Marcus so eloquently put it, he did not see that coming.
No, that's true. Very good job, Marcus. You must be nutsy.
Yeah, so beautiful page, and
congratulations, Cab.
It's one of the pages, one of several pages from your collection that we'll be offering today and tomorrow night.
You're right. Yeah.
That I'm tempted. They're all scrolls for me, so I have to try to fight them off. But that was, actually the creeper page that Cab picked up. I was tempted by that. The Wildy page. And tomorrow there's probably a couple of more war pages, vintage war pages, beautiful stuff that I'm also super tempted by. But whatever, we'll let them.
Yeah. Well, I want to tell the audience that as a collector, I grew when I got out of the just superhero market. I did westerns, war stories, and horror stories, and it kind of expanded my collection into a more richer kind of collection for me, especially because it gave me a broader viewpoint of what art can be in the comic book industry, right? Yeah. Because you always see the superhero tropes, but when you read a war story, it has such a gripping storyline, and it's there. It's not like, the superhero will live and come back and or die and stuff like that. It has a set amount of tragedy to it.
Yeah, and by the way, because I haven't mentioned that at all so far today, let me just also mention, because TJ reminds me, right? I put up this comment. Let me put it back up, right? He said, it really is a steal. Wildy War Comics at that price. Wow. I do want to say that, yes, on this channel, on several of my shows, we've already, we've talked about how, the topic of people complaining about, everything's so expensive. There's nothing's cheap anymore. Nothing's affordable anymore. And, my counterpoint to that is, yes, I agree with you, because I know you're talking about superheroes primarily, right?
Right.
And what do I always say? I always say, if you're willing to open your mind up, broaden your horizons a bit, get more into different genres, different characters that you normally don't look at, there is still stuff that provides fantastic value for your money that can be picked up for dirt cheap. And this is a great example of that. To me, less than $500 for a Doug Wildy war page from over half a century ago, to me, that's dirt cheap. Yeah. Like dirt cheap. It's so affordable. It provides absolute value for your money. Tons of it. That kind of stuff is so undervalued. So it's a great example of what when I talk about that, a great example of that. So there you go.
And it goes to my statement about, I want this stuff to move on to somebody else. I don't want to price it out of people's range and say, this is a $2,500 page.
Oh, no.
That's what it is. I could do that, but that would not get the things moving. And the benefit of the pricing is the fact that somebody will enjoy it. If they flip it, great on them. They might they'll make their profit, or it might go into a home that will enjoy it for a long period of time. And that's that's my drive for this sale shows is getting my collection shrunk, but also giving the benefit of exposing other art collectors to different genres that you just said.
Right.
You know,
exactly. That's why I'm always happy to do show and tells and sales, because a sale is still kind of like a show and tell, whether the stuff sells or not. It's like a show and tell. We can sort of help to hopefully broaden horizons, right? And like Brian says here, you know, artwork is good artwork no matter what category it's from. Ruben got me into looking at book covers, right?
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, that's the whole point, you know, broadening people's horizons as well. Marcus, the smartass, says, okay, if he has the following page, I'll take it. All right, nice, thank you.
Nice.
Sure
I want to also add is in future shows, when we do get to do more sales shows for this collection, I want to bring some Golden Age pages out too, so everybody can see the Golden Age has really rich history, not only in the fact that it's historic, but it's also beautiful. I mean, there's not all of them is not beautiful, but there are some really good gems, and they're affordable out there, right? So they will bring you know,
the bang for your buck factor.
Right, exactly. There, and I hope the people will understand and benefit from learning new genres and new the ages even, right? Because I understand people are modern or Bronze Age or Silver Age, but there's not enough Golden Age appreciators, right? Because of the fact that it's so far back there that nobody really has the ability to buy those comics, right? They're expensive. I can't afford the Golden Age comics. So, you know, when I see the artwork and I look at it, and they're so huge, they're not 11/17. They're just they're bigger. They're monster size. And at one point, I tried to get everything the Golden Age stuff framed, but you know as well as I do, it's unbelievably expensive to frame Golden Age art properly.
Any large art, it's not all
right. Yeah,
right. Any era, but large art in general. Right.
Exactly.
You know? But no, I look forward to future shows that you see more of this sort of like out of the norm standard superhero, whatever, you know. And Comic Art Boston, listen, rest assured, Hart, that all your pieces are going to a good home. I'm glad, Cap. Yeah.
You
know what I mean? So. Yes, and TJ, good point. Remember that lots of big name artists started their careers doing lesser books, like in the Western and titles. Very true.
Yep.
Okay, joking, CJ. Thank you. Some Golden Age artwork is gorgeous. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And a lot of it does provide a lot of good value. You know.
Yes, it does.
It says, "I just love large art pages." Yeah, exactly. So, okay. With that being said, let us move on, everyone. A couple of peaches.
25.
2 more pieces, and that'll be it for today. And then my starving ass will finally be able to go and get some food and hopefully some sleep. Probably not sleep, but food would be nice.
Yeah.
I'm sure you feel the same, Hart.
I've got a long weekend, just like you do.
Yes.
No.
So the next piece, everybody, we go to the last of the non-Marvel DC, the independent stuff. Speaking of boobage.
Okay, so I will preface this. This is the only one that I will say that I bought it for the boobage. Okay? So,
I want a man who can be honest with everybody.
Right. This was done early in my collection time, right? So this was before I started going into the meat and potatoes of the drama, the storylines and stuff. So this is when I was really young and, you know, I was centered around something.
Jeff says, I was zoning out for a while, but I'm back in now that I heard boobage.
There you go. Yeah.
The booby prize coming in. Setting some high expectations, said Karen. Well, I don't know about that, but some very perky expectations, I will say that. Alberto says, Hart, you don't need to excuse yourself for having boobage. There we go. I lottery. Everybody is more than happy to admit boobage is great. So let's get on with the boobage.
And I'm a stupid boob.
It is from an independent comic that a lot of you may remember from the 80s going into the 90s, everyone. And here we go. Let's take a look at this and tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, so this is FemForce, which most of you guys that are old enough, let's say that, will remember Bill Black, I believe, is the creator or the originator, publisher of Femforce. And this is done by Bill Merriman and inker John Dell.
Yeah, very, very early career John Dell.
Right, very early. And, Dell finished the whole thing, and that was one of the draws of this page. Obviously, the boobage is there, too. It's got word balloons. Some of it's fallen off because of age. You can see it on the top left, but it doesn't detract. It actually opens up the corner of the art that was being covered, right? But it shows Miss Victory in like a lab that's been destroyed by one of the groups that they're fighting. And, it's a two-part of part 2 of 3 titled War. And it's got the boobage all right, and it's a full figure. That's about all I've got.
And let's be honest. In all honesty, I never read the comic, but yes, if you like beautiful female art, it's gorgeous. I want to say also we should point out, Hart, that for those people who do know and for those who don't know, the Femforce title had different artists, and some of it was not the greatest artwork. But this is one of the particularly better examples of the art on the title.
Right. Yeah. Because John, I think John even back then was a good artist, right? So he just added to the piece rather than just ink what was there, right? It just shows you that artists in their early years can still be as good as they are now. And I love John Dell's inks. I have several pieces that John Dell inked, and from Justice League, JLA, right? Yeah. And it's just beautiful. He was inking Howard Porter. Yeah, yes, Howard Porter. Right. Yes. Porter. When Grant Morrison took over that series or remade the series. And if you look at John's inks, he is immaculate. He's so precise, and it's nice to see his early years that he shows still the skill that he has back then refined now, right? So
absolutely, yeah. This is shockingly well inked for it being so early in his career.
Yeah, it's because inkers are artists. No matter what you say about an inker, they're not just the embellishers or the slapping the ink on. They have to have a skill to use a brush or a pen. It's not like, I've tried inking and it is hard. When you're copying somebody else's work, it is really hard.
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't know what Cav you're saying. He's not something he could bring home, but perhaps if it was more moderate. Let's be honest. At least she's more covered up than most female superheroes. So I don't know how much more big boobage modesty you can get with big boobage, But we understand. I don't want to upset your wife, Cab. So
Cab, I can put an overlay over it.
What is it good for? Absolutely boobage. I love that.
Boobage, yes.
And Bill Black's biggest legacy, thanks to absolutely. No, Alberto, we will not be doing a dramatic reading of this. No, thank you. No. He needs to leave soon. We're getting to the last piece, Cab, yes. And one piece left, I believe. There we go. Congratulations once again. Okay, so let us get on to that.
Let's get on, yeah.
And so for this final piece, we go back to Marvel, and it is vintage Bronze Age Marvel piece. Again, like everything else that we've seen tonight, it's all in the 3-digit price range. So affordable Bronze Age action art, main character throughout the page in action. Here, check this out. Tell us a little bit about this.
So this is Master Kung Fu number 70, page 22. It's by Pat Broderick, and I believe it was
John.
Yeah, Taglione. Yeah, I'm really bad with names on that one. But it's got Shang-Chi doing his thing. He's just all Kung Fu action every panel, and it just moves along in like an S-shaped format. the layout is all set up that way. You've got Shang-Chi taking care of all the bad guys, and then his friend and ally does the final kick to the pants and the final bad guy with if you look at the sound effect, it says chud. So I've never seen a sound effect of chud. So nor have I been kicked in that area.
That's going to sell it. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's great art. It's great. 1978. It's a long time ago. Yeah.
Late Bronze Age.
Late Bronze.
Early Pat Broderick art early in his career.
Yeah.
As CJ says, action-packed Orama. Everybody was indeed kung fu fighting.
Yeah.
Chud's gonna leave a mark, says Rick.
Yeah. Thanks, Rick.
So,
it's. I like the way that Pat did the layout, because that S format is just really nicely put together. It makes the panel flow into each other.
To be precise, we have to say it's like a backward S.
Backward. It's a number 2. Let's say number 2. Yeah, right. But it's an S. It's a curved.
Yeah. Like number 2, snaking.
Snaking. S. Yeah, it's snaking around. You're correct. You've got a nice center shot, and that's the thing. It's like Shang-Chi is right in the center of that panel, and without being in a panel necessarily, if that makes sense,
Yes, absolutely. Yes, I know. Thank you for hanging in this long, Cab. I know that. I know you've needed to leave. So thank you, and we'll be in touch. Yep. And please, if you can make it tomorrow for tomorrow night's show at the usual time, we'll be happy to see you then.
Yep. Thanks, Cab. Hope to see you tomorrow.
So let me jump back to here we go. Get that rid of. Look at that. Larry Wong showed up, taking care of business. What's up,
man? We have one Wong.
All right, folks. Yeah, we got one Wong. Shaggy didn't show up. All right, folks, now that the vacation is over, it's time back to get to the real world for me. Time to take my son to track and field meet. I used to be a track. I was an awesome track star in my youth, I would say.
Really?
Yes, in grade 4 or 5, we had like annual Olympics for school Olympics.
Wow.
And I smoked everybody with 4 golds and 1 silver, and the only reason it was a silver was for the running long jump, only because they told me I had to re-jump it for some reason, but a kid came by and told me, yeah, you got to re-jump it, but don't worry, you don't even have to make an effort. All you got to do is jump and whatever, it's yours. It's the win is yours. So I made no effort. I just leaped into the sand pit without effort, and then I was told, yeah, you're in second place. The other guy wins. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? You just told me I had to just jump, whatever.
Somebody tricked you, right?
It would have been 5 fucking golds or whatever. I'm still living mad about those days, whatever. That's how it is. But anyways, are
you holding a grudge still to that guy?
I'm still holding the grudge on that.
Okay.
But thank you everybody for tuning in.
Thanks everyone.
Happy to see you. It was a lot of fun as always. Just as a reminder, everyone, here, let me just post the last few comments from people. I hope to see you there as well, Kat. Thank you. And thank you, Alberto, and congratulations again on your pending nuptials now.
Yep, congratulations.
Thank you. Shannon Weathers was here. Wow, you didn't say a word. Thank you, man. Thank you. Glad to see you drop in. See Alberto. Take care, Cab. Doing some inking now. Thanks, CJ. Okay, bye, Cab from Karen. Take care, Karen. Have fun, Alberto. Because everybody's saying hello and bye-bye to everybody. See you, Ruben the Bitter Olympian. Great show. Thank you, Karen. Always lovely to have you here. Thanks for dropping in. Thank you, Margaret. Lovely to have you here. Good to see you.
Thank you all.
Great show. Thank you, CJ. Everybody, real quick, for those of you still listening, just want to show you, we'll close this out by leaving the reminder for tomorrow night. So we'll continue tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's show is a continuation of today's sale. So more art from to be shown from Hart's collection. And that is at the usual 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. All right. So we'll leave you with the thumbnail for that. So here we go. There's some example of the artists that you will be seeing tomorrow in tomorrow night's show. And yeah, thank you, TJ, for being here. I appreciate that. The Bundy. Ian, thank you, my friend, for dropping in. I appreciate you. Fair warning, the show is closing. Absolutely. Thanks, Rick. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow. And thank you, Larry. Appreciate you, as always. Really appreciate you. Take care. TJ, thank you, everyone, for dropping in. Thank you for doing this again here and for letting me have the honor of doing this with you, Hart. I do.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And everybody, see you tomorrow if we can. That'd be great.
Yeah, exactly. See you all tomorrow night, everyone. Thank you again for dropping in. And yeah, have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of the weekend. All right, peace and go blue.